WrestleMania 41 is a short 16 days from today. And would you believe me if I told you their match card is only not complete?
Yep.
Is only 7 matches. Would you believe me if I told you their match card was only 7 matches?
For 2 nights.
For 2 nights.
Let me ask you a big question. Do you think they should put 2 big matches from NXT on the WrestleMania card?
No.
No.
No, absolutely not.
We're going to talk about that and so much more tonight on a brand new episode of Off the Mat. Thank you so much for all of you beautiful people tuning in live and checking us out. We love your faces. But let's go ahead. Dom's eager to get into it. Let's go. Dom, why do you think NXT should have 2 matches on WrestleMania instead of just having Stand and Deliver on its own?
Well, I'm thinking that because they did say that NXT was going to be a big part of the draft last year and be a big part of the top 2 shows. So I'm thinking if you throw in a couple of matches in WrestleMania, because it's not complete. It's definitely not complete. They're still going through the process. And think about it. Now all of a sudden I hear ticket sales aren't what they're looking for, because a lot of the matches are that. It finally took a psychopath Gunther to freaking goddamn scare people into freaking wanting to see that match between him and Jay. I think that there's some good.
Which, by all means, good on you, Dom. Yeah. Good on you, Dom. Dom calling it. Me and Sticks were the naysayers saying, no, Gunther doesn't need to do this. No, Gunther didn't need to go that route. That definitely added fuel to this feud to make Jey Uso zip-tied, which, by the way, the zip tying looked absolutely ridiculous.
I know it did.
Like, you're a grown man. You can't put up a struggle and fight against being zip-tied by another grown man, and you're just going to hold your arm there while dude's putting the zip tie. Come on, man. Come on.
I know. Hey, listen, it wasn't the best acting. It wasn't the best action performance, but it did turn a lot of heads to a point where Gunther. Now, look, I'm going to tell you this. I want Gunther to win now. I want him to win. I want him to decimate Jay. I want him to win. Because I want him to be the most notorious SOB that is out there. Everybody moving to it. I want to see Jay. I did want to see Jay win. But
still riding the yeet train, son.
Since that whole thing when it started, I was all for but now, because it was so damn friggin' lame, the whole storyline up until this moment, I want to see Gunther win. I want to see Gunther win, and I want to see him go into SummerSlam, or what's the next one after WrestleMania? What's the next pay-per-view?
Isn't it usually WrestleMania Backlash?
Backlash.
Yeah, Backlash.
I want to see Backlash, or build up something for SummerSlam, and guess who's coming back? Rusev versus Gunther in Paris.
Let's stick on something real quick here. Let's do a little WrestleMania, since Dom brought it up. Didn't mean to hit that button. Let's do a little WrestleMania check-in. Let's do a little WrestleMania.
Because I did too.
How do I say it? Let's do a little WrestleMania pulse check, and let's look at ticket prices. This is ticket prices 2-day event WrestleMania right here, according to Ticketmaster. All right, you're looking at row 416, so that's tippy top of the building. You're talking like you're watching ants wrestle.
Yep.
$540 per night.
That's crazy. So you have family of 5. You have a family of 5
per night.
You ain't feeding them for 2 months.
You want to get lower level, you're looking at section 118. So that's like let's see, section 118 right here on the corner, and the ring's here. You're looking at $850 per night per ticket.
That's $1,600 if you're going both nights, and on top of that, you have 5. So if you have 5 individuals,
if it's both nights, yeah, it is. So $750 fees. So you're looking at 2 tickets, 1 per night, $1,500. That's section 118. You're looking at
like
$1,000 for
Hope you like eating ramen.
even higher up. So tickets are still astronomical in price,
But
especially for like
the
top
show is lame to point to for those prices. There's nothing really jumping at you except what the CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins match.
Right.
You know, you have John Cena and you have Cody, but the winner of the Seth Rollins, friggin' Roman and Punk match will get their chance to go into WrestleMania, probably to go get with Cena and Cody to be part of that match. That's the only way you're gonna have some kind of intriguement, really, on this this match.
Here, let me put a little bit of context in here. When tickets dropped, night 1 they sold 44,046 tickets. For night 2, they sold 45,511 tickets. Now I don't know how many people could fit in this little Las Vegas hole in the wall, but
it was 30,000. Was it 30 plus?
I would think it's at least 50.
It's 50,000.
So they've really got a good book, but not a sold house.
It's not a sold out house.
WWE Experience.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Shop. Okay. To go shop, buy merchandise from WWE, potentially get autographs. $86.25 per day for WWE Experience.
Gotta have that 25 cents.
Well, you know what? Listen, to understand, that's not really that much if you really think about $86. But I'm just saying, but if you hear me out,
under 100.
What they're charging for the tickets for WrestleMania compared to the experience. That's what I'm trying to say.
Dude,
the whole thing.
Charge $25 to get into Experience. That's just to get in.
Yeah.
And then, so you're charging people $100 a day just to get into WWE Experience for potential of buying WWE merchandise, shirts, belts, a couple autographs here or there. That's not even including like the autograph tickets and photo ops.
Mm-hmm.
So
which they do leading up. They don't even do it that weekend. They do it like that week leading up. They'll have someone each day or a couple of people each day set up to get pictures and tickets. So you'd have to be there all week.
So you're looking at $89, so $80+ to get in. Then single day general admission adult tickets for autographs. It says it's starting at $55.
Okay.
So it's
they're the tier. Yeah. Those are the tier.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you charge $20 to let people in, and then they're going to spend more money on your shops and your merchandise and your autograph stuff and things like that? But
that's logical. That's logical. But because of corporate greed, you got to charge money for every fucking thing.
Yeah. If you're expecting
$47.74 for a photo op with, El Grande Americano's alter ego, Chad Gable.
Gracias.
Oh, that's surprising. $112 for a photo with Charlotte Flair. $107 for an autograph at table.
Now let me ask you a question.
Which face is she going to wear?
How much is it to get a photo op with Stiffy Time?
Let's see. She's probably sold out. I'll get to Tiffany straight. Cora Jade, $60 for a photo op.
Okay.
Dominic Mysterio is sold out. $91 for a Dominic Mysterio photo, $85 autograph at table.
Yeah.
You want a Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah.
I don't see. I haven't come across her yet. She was Stephanie Valkyrie, sold out. $58 photo.
Of course, she sold out.
Good for her.
Of course, good for her.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Holy shit! I think I'm gonna have a heart attack.
What?
$300.
$335 for a photograph of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Damn.
$324 if you want his autograph at table.
Damn.
For any item or replica title belt, and that's only for items up to 20 by 30 images.
How much
action
is the
figures, Funkos, and empty beer cans.
Empty beer can.
$432 for oversized flats larger than 20 by 30 images, replica title belts, chairs, turnbuckle pads.
That son of a bitch has got to get his money too.
Yeah, listen.
Tiffany Stratton does not appear to be appearing at WWE.
So they had her at Elimination Chamber, and I'm pretty sure her autograph was like $90, just like Dominic Mysterio's, or maybe a little bit more.
So they have. So you got AJ Styles, he's sold out. Alpha Academy, Austin Theory, Bayley sold out. Bianca Belair sold out. Booker T, Braun Strowman sold out. Braun Breaker sold out. Candice LeRae, Chad Gable, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green sold out. Isn't that funny that Chelsea Green is sold out, but Charlotte Flair isn't?
I'm telling you, that tells you something. That tells you something.
CM Punk sold out. $167 photo op. $161 autograph at table for Mr. Pepsi.
And that's actually figured half the price you would pay for Stone Cold.
Cody Rhodes, $199 photo op, $194 autograph at table. Both of those sold out. Cora J sold out. Dakota Kai, not sold out. Her photo op is sold out, but she still has autograph. $42 for an autograph from Dakota Kai. $58 for a photo op with Dakota Kai.
All right.
It tells you something.
That's it.
Damian Priest, Diamond Dallas Page, DIY, Dominic Mysterio sold out. Drew McIntyre sold out. Ethan Page, Finn Balor sold out. Fraxium, Julia sold out. Julia, $47 for a photo with the Princess of NXT. Grayson Waller, not sold out. Hornswoggle, IRS. Io Sky sold out. Let's see what Io Sky.
IRS.
$85 autograph at table. $91 photo op for Io Sky. Jacob Fatu sold out. Jade Cargill, $64 autograph, $80 photo. Damn. Not sold out. Jada Parker, photo op only, $47.
Wow.
Jey Uso sold out. $129 autograph, $134 photo. Jimmy Uso sold out. Joe Hendry, say his name, and he appears. Joe Hendry, $58 photo op. Jordan Grace, $47 photo op. Kairi Sane sold out. Kane sold out. Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Kevin Owens sold out. Kofi Kingston still available. LA Knight, not sold out. Lita, Liv Morgan. You asked about Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, $107 autograph, $112 photo op.
Damn, it tells you, man. It's like
Lyra Valkyria sold out. Michelle McCool, Mick Foley, $53 autograph.
Mick Foley was in the car accident. You see the car accident that he was in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Iron Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson, $161 at photo op. At table for
still cheaper than Stone Cold.
Well, replica title belts, things like that, $324 for Iron Mike Tyson. $145 if you want a photo. Motor City Machine Guns, Naomi sold out. Natalia, Nia Jax sold out. Nikki Bella, Obafemi, Amas, Penta sold out. What's what Penta's going for? $64 for the hottest thing in WWE right now for autograph at table. $69 photo op. R-Truth sold out. $53 photo op.
R-Truth is sold out, man. That's crazy.
Randy Orton, $150 photo op, $139 at table autograph. He sold out. Raquel Rodriguez, Rey Mysterio sold out. Rhea Ripley sold out. What's Mommy charging? $129 autograph, $134 photo for Mommy. Ricky Saints, your new NXT North American champion. $47 photo op. Rob Van Dam, Roxanne Perez sold out. Seth Rollins sold out. Sheamus sold out. Shinsuke Nakamura, Shotzi.
How much is slow style? How much is slow style? How much is slow style? Yeah, how much is slow style?
$58 photo op.
Right.
Shotzi, Solo Sikoa sold out. Stephanie Valkyrie sold out. Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, his prices are astronomical, but he's sold out. Street Profits, Tama Tonga, The Boogeyman, The Godfather, The Miz is sold out. The Undertaker is sold out. Oh, there's Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton, $85 at table for autograph, $91 for photo op.
There you go.
She sold out. Tori Wilson, still available. Trick Williams, sold out. Trish Stratus, still available. War Raiders, still available.
Trish Stratus is still available? Damn, I would think that she was still.
X-Pac, Xavier Woods, and Zelina Vega, all still available. So not everything's sold out yet. But still, like, that's my point, man. $85 to get into the place on top of $100, $200, $300, depending on the superstar.
Yeah, because if you have kids and I gotta take pictures with these wrestlers, you gotta pay some money.
Yeah.
So, yep.
When, you know, and then all the events they're doing that are getting money. So they're doing the roast of WrestleMania. Then they're going to do a WrestleMania
Hall of Fame. We have the
Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah. Then they're going to do like an after party on Sunday after WrestleMania. It's just like everything they're offering is just ridiculous. And then on top of like, you need to have a small you probably need $20,000 to be able to go to WrestleMania to have a good time.
That's the problem, man. All these big sporting events, these entertainment things are all going up because people that never liked this before, all of a sudden, are involved in it now, and they jack the prices up. All the celebrities that never wanted to do none of this stuff, oh, it's too nerdy, it's this, it's that. All of a sudden, now they're in top. And they kick out the regular fan to embrace the content creator or the friggin' because. And look, when you get I Show Speed on friggin' goddamn Royal Rumble, and you get his ass in there, and because
cut him in half.
His videos are retarded. I'm telling you. I'll be honest. He got stupid videos. They're funny as hell though, but anybody could do what he's doing because he was a Twitch streamer. Man.
Here's what your WrestleMania week or weekend looks like. SmackDown, Chicago, April 4th. April 18th, Hall of Fame ceremony. April 19th, Undertaker's One Dead Man Show. Road to WrestleMania with Tony Hinchcliffe, April 20th. That's 2,300 tickets for that. NXT in Las Vegas, April 22nd. SmackDown in Fort Worth, April 25th. Raw in Omaha, May 5th. There you go.
What did John Cena say? John Cena said, I feel like he had an opportunity in his promo on Monday for a cheap pop when he said, you know, I build, you know, companies for billionaires and all you do is steal money from their kids. I think he could have threw in a cheap pop there of buy double night tickets to WrestleMania 41 because that's what it is, dude. Like so much money. And it's like, I'm just a poor guy online complaining about how I can't afford to go to WrestleMania, but Jesus, man, like,
look, it's like also, like I said, basketball. You can't get basketball tickets for your home team because the prices are crazy. You can't get and if you have like a bunch of kids, there's no way you can go. Because look, you go to a ball game, you're gonna be paying crazy money if you have kids, and it's hard to do all these things. And if you don't have a fortune, if you're not part of that elite, you're not gonna be able to afford none of this stuff, none of this fun stuff that we used to enjoy. No problem when things were low, everybody was going and it's that, and it was okay. But now,
I just think of the poor dad who's going to spend his life savings on tickets to WrestleMania because his kids are wrestling fans. And
I feel bad for that. And you know what? You grew up as a wrestling fan, and your kids most likely be a wrestling fan. You want to have those kids go see it because it's part of your childhood of what you see and what you watched. You know, it's a shame that the prices that they freaking charge for this shit.
I mean, I love Stone Cold, and I'd love to have a Stone Cold. There's a there's a replica CM Punk belt, spinner belt that I want. That's in his like Chicago, baby blue, all that. And he signs it. I want that belt, but it's probably like $300-$400 plus. And I thought about trying to buy tickets to go to the WrestleMania experience just to try to buy that belt, but now it's like, God, at those prices, by the time, I mean, it's only $100.
You might as well get in the aftermarket.
Well, right, but it's only, I mean, it's cheaper to fly from Arizona to Vegas than it is to even get in this event.
That's crazy. Listen, did I ever tell you the story about my Stone Cold meeting and me and him when I talked to Stone Cold?
No.
So years ago, I worked hotels, and SummerSlam was in Madison Square Garden. It was Madison Square Garden or was in Brooklyn, but there was SummerSlam that was in New York City, and the wrestlers stayed at my hotel. So John Cena was a champion at the time, and he ran upstairs. He was in the hallway. I saw him for like 2 seconds. You can't see me. He disappeared and went to his room. Batista, jacked as all hell, had a fucking monster behind him as a bodyguard. And I actually asked Batista, I said, dude, you're a big son of a bitch, man. I go, why do you need that? He goes, yo, you know how many people want to fight me? I need him to not let me get involved in any of these things. And the dude was bigger than Batista. So he was there. So anyway, Stone Cold, and I was working the bar. So Stone Cold comes up to me. Actually, I see him. I go, Stone Cold. What? I go, Steve Austin. He goes, what's up? He goes, I start talking to him. He goes, let me ask you a question. He goes, you know where I can get some condoms? And I'm like, he goes, I tried to, because we had a store inside the hotel, and he goes, they didn't have any. I said, hold on 1 second. I got you. I went downstairs to a convenience store that was next to the hotel. I bought the condoms and I brought it to him. I go here. He goes, how much I owe you? I go, you don't owe anything. You're Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he got condoms because he was backing whatever girls in the hotel. But the fact is that me and him talked about UFC, talked about a bunch of things. He was freaking the coolest fucking dude ever, man. And, and at the time, I don't like taking selfies and pictures with people, this and that. I let it go. My sister was so pissed at me. She's like, how can you talk to Stone Cold Steve Austin in your hotel and you don't take pictures? I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't want to forget. I'm like, oh my God, I took a picture with you. The only person I took a picture with, I got a picture on my phone, me and Mickey James. Mickey James was freaking there, and I said, I got to take a picture with you. I have my friend. Yeah, so, but yeah, Stone Cold, that was funny. And to this day, I bought Stone Cold Steve Austin condoms.
And that's how Dom saved Stone Cold Steve Austin from child support.
Exactly. And no one's half the battle.
No, he is half the
I've
battle.
met Eric Bischoff. I met Brock Lesnar and Rob Van Dam.
Nice.
And I met Brock Lesnar and Eric Bischoff. So it was early 2000s. Went to a Raw. It was either Raw. I think it was Raw show in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And it was back when Brock Lesnar was on his first run with WWE. He wrestled The Rock that night. And we're leaving and we were hungry. We're gonna go something to eat at a Chili's, and across the street from the arena is the hotel, and across the street from the hotel is the Chili's. So we're driving to go to the Chili's, and my buddy's not paying attention, and Eric Bischoff is walking across the street, and my buddy almost hits Eric Bischoff.
Oh shit! Man.
And I'm like, oh shit, it's Eric Bischoff. So I'm like, we're all screaming, fuck you, out the window at him and stuff, and almost hits Eric Bischoff. And then we go inside, and at the bar is Brock Lesnar. And I talked to Brock Lesnar, and he was visibly annoyed, and he was like, I just want a fucking steak, and I don't want people to bother me. And he's just like scribbling his autograph on things for people. But it was during his first run, so. And I met RVD the same way. And
RVD is cool as shit. I know people who met RVD. Figured he's cool, man. He loves his weed, man. He's always Rob, Van, Dam, Puff. I met freaking Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman with the ECW days, he had the hat on, the ponytail, and he was in the hotel. And I was like, Paul, man, I got this. Oh my God, it's a pleasure meeting you, man. Thank you for ECW and all these things. And so, and this was like, there was a couple, I think this was before before ECW, the collapse of ECW, when it collapsed and Paul Heyman went off on Vince about the ruining dreams and stuff like that. I was telling him what's going on. How you go? What do you have? What's like in the pipeline? He's like, he goes, we have some really good stuff coming down the road. Just stay tuned. And he was like cool as shit too, man. Like I said,
a lot of these wrestlers are cool.
Bobby Lashley, I met. Bobby Lashley was cool as shit too. I met him. It's like here or there. My wife met. My wife worked for hotels too. She met the Undertaker and freaking his wife, McCool. Freaking met them. They were staying in the hotel, and the Undertaker, I think he got locked out and went up to my wife and he went to the front desk, got the key, this and that. Also, she met Floyd Mayweather and freaking goddamn Conor McGregor when they were doing the fight. They stayed in the hotel in Brooklyn when they had their fight, and she's like, "Look at this shit! They're going back and forth on TV that they hate each other. Meanwhile, they're hanging out in the same freaking hotel with each other, yapping away, going, we're gonna make some money."
Yeah.
But
I met John Cena in Walmart when WrestleMania was here in Phoenix. My buddy sold him a Bluetooth speaker. Just walked into Walmart and bought a Bluetooth speaker. Nobody would recognize him.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I could better one than that. I met John Cena. Freaking goddamn freaking was it the Hobby Lobby? Freaking what the freaking the lumber place?
Lowe's?
No, not Lowe's.
Home Depot?
Home Depot, yeah. Home Depot. I met him at Home Depot. He freaking like Halloween. He's walking. He had the suit on. And I'm like, oh shit. So I go to the bathroom. He turns around. I go, your time is now. You can't see me. He goes, right. I go, John Cena. It was funny.
That's great.
But that's cool. Some of the wrestlers, they're genuinely really cool. And I understand some people get annoyed because, you shouldn't, like when it comes to celebrities, we're the fans, we're the ones that make them. But I understand that you don't bother a celebrity when they're eating, when they're personal time, later on when they're getting up and they're going, because they just want to chill and relax. They know that they're the center of attention, but you get these obnoxious people going up to them.
They want their time too. Yeah, they want their time too.
That's why I usually don't ask for autographs unless it's like an event, after an event that they're putting on or at a con or something. I don't go out of my way to ask for autographs at that point or pictures and stuff. So it's just weird to me. But all right. What do you guys say we get into some news? Because we got a lot to talk about tonight.
Let's do it, man.
Get it.
All
Get
right,
into
let's
it.
do it.
Breaking news, we got a clash. Wrestling ring about to blast. In the arena, when legends rise. Feeling the heat, Nick no surprise. Slam this story, coming away.
All right, off the mat news, your weekly hot spot for the latest in professional wrestling. And as Dom alluded to a little bit ago, our top story is Rusev Day
Happy
is
Rusev
back
Day.
in WWE as Miro signs with WWE. It has not been official yet as to if he's going to be under the moniker of Miro or Rusev, but Rusev is reportedly returning to WWE, according to reports from PW Insider. He was spotted at WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut today, although his wife, CJ Perry, Lana, in WWE, was not with him. His on-screen return date is unknown, but he is back with the company. But Lana, allegedly, is not.
Well, apparently the rumor was that get Lana back and have him come back and put them back together again, but that might change. But doesn't Rusev give you Wolverine vibes?
I hear he does, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
He actually lost weight. He looks better than he did in his first one.
He looks shredded, yeah.
He looks shredded, man. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you have all that time not doing anything. You work out, train, eat good, and get ready for the next big thing. I think it'd be pretty cool. The whole fact is that now, is he going to be underutilized like Andrade?
First time?
Like Andrade. Like he came back, Andrade, they don't use Andrade anymore. Like they come back and they use him a little bit and then that's it. There's no story. But I can see him going against Gunther, man. I think that'd be a good match. Him and Gunther. Just
Bulgarian Brute versus the Ring General.
I can see him tagging up with Braun Strowman.
No, please, no tag. Let him
No?
be a singles competitor.
All right.
Push him hard. Let him be a powerhouse. Don't
All right.
don't put him with Braun Strowman. Don't put him in I don't want to see him in. We got enough of that when he was with Sheamus, and I'm not criticizing you, Sticks. I'm just saying, like, we got enough of that when he was with Sheamus and all that. I want to see
him have his run. Let him have his run.
I want like early Rusev versus John Cena.
What about the Rusev versus Ron Breaker? That'd be good.
That would be a good one.
Big one.
Yeah.
Rusev versus Jacob Fatu.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
Rusev
That'd be
versus
big.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
put him in the big boys. Don't.
Listen. I'm hoping that there's big things that are happening. WrestleMania is going to be the starting point of bigger things for the moving along the rest of this year. Because I'm saying, like I know it's WrestleMania time, but you said it before. It really doesn't feel. We said it kind of feels like it, but then this and that. But it's like going back. WrestleMania is 3 weeks away, or 2 weeks away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to add matches, and there's still some rivalries that have to be escalated. There's nothing. I don't understand.
I think when we get to the draft is when we're going to see who's going to be. Once we see who's moving where, if anybody comes up from NXT into the main roster, if anybody goes back down to NXT, I mean, there's always a possibility someone could go right back down to NXT for not being used.
We also don't know that there's going to be a draft. There is not.
Well, they mentioned it, but
they have mentioned it.
Things change. You don't know in the New York Minute. Like I'm telling you this, because of the WrestleMania, that it's not getting the not the audience, but the fanfare that it should be. That could be a call to arms type of situation where we're gonna have to change things up. Look, they don't need a draft. You can have people on the shows, and like I said, they can come and go on both shows. You don't have to fight Seth Rollins both shows. You can have him show up on a show, this and that, and come to the other show and show up and build up some rivalries. Like, I'm not talking about fighting a person every goddamn night. I'm talking about you building up some good verbal talk and then building up a rivalry with somebody. That's what they need.
It just feels like WWE is so far behind. Like, they didn't even have a venue picked out for Money in the Bank until 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's true.
So, and it's going to be in the Inuit Dome in California, in Los Angeles. So they're just
right.
It just feels like everything's like treading water as of recently, and they're not. It's slow burn. They're in no hurry. Clearly in no hurry.
So, and look, you get anxious. Look how long they prolonged the whole Judgment Day thing with Dominic and Finn. We all know that Dom is going to win the belt. He's going into a one of the events in WrestleMania in a 4-way Penta, Dom, and Finn.
I think that belt is going home with Penta, my man. I do not think Dominic Mysterio is winning that belt.
Yeah, well,
but that hasn't even been confirmed yet. We have nothing in that fatal 4-way. We won't probably get anything about that until
maybe this
Raw
week.
Monday.
Maybe this week, Monday night.
Maybe.
So, it's back in the States.
Yeah, back to late
8 o'clock.
Time. I'm gonna miss those 3 o'clock start times.
But back to Rusev.
Very nice.
I think Rusev is definitely be a good fit second time around. Hopefully, they have a good story for him coming into the fold again. We'll see.
Fingers crossed. Any of the last words on Rusev before we move on, Sticks?
I'm looking forward to having him back. I liked him when he was first in WWE. Didn't like what he did with AEW. I thought they didn't know what to really do with him. So it kind of showed towards the end when they didn't use him. So bring on the Brute.
The Bulgarian Brute. Next up, we got the latest on Julia's NXT status. Julia has not been seen on WWE television since NXT Roadblock 25, though she did appear at a live event not long ago. As you know, as at NXT Roadblock 2025, Julia lost the NXT Women's Championships to NXT Women's North American Champion Stephanie Vacquier, making the Chilean superstar a double champion. Fightful Select is reporting that Julia has been at the Performance Center lately, but she hasn't participated in classes since NXT Roadblock. There are rumors suggesting that Julia suffered an ankle injury, though this is yet to be confirmed. WWE remains hopeful that she will return soon. I think she'll probably return as soon as Stand and Deliver.
Nah, I don't think she's going to come back. I think because I think she would be back sometime later, and I would let her rest until at least the fall. Come back in the fall. You know,
I think she'll be back for that. We'll talk about it later when we talk about NXT, but I think she'll be in for that tournament that we got that's coming up.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I know it sounds too quick for her to come back.
Well, it depends on what was if anything was wrong with her.
If she has an ankle injury, that needs surgery, she's gonna be out for about 6 months.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Let her rest. Let her rest.
Well, I think that's what they've been doing. If she only had if she only twists her ankle, she doesn't need to be out for months at a time.
Yeah, but you know what? Twisted ankles are sometimes worse than freaking actual breaks. You really think about it.
I'm just saying.
I'm doing bad things to my ankle.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I know I got arthritis in my ankles. I'm in pain every day, and I'm still going to work and standing up.
Yeah, me too.
But now, you know, I know NXT misses her. You know, she was a big draw.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, but you know what? Give it time. Like I said, you don't want to rush it because you don't want to keep getting hurt, and then you have to deal with the.
No, that's true.
Just like I said, let her rest. You got a lot of wrestling. There's a lot of wrestling ahead of us. Let her rest.
Don't you think though? Don't you think though? If it was something long term, they would have said something by now.
I think they're just waiting.
They're not. I don't think they're in the past. They haven't been one to like hold things tight to say no, nothing's going on, nothing's going on. Usually they say no. You know, this person has got.
I know.
You know,
but look at
a week or so, but
look at Dragunov. Look at Dragunov. You know, he tore. You know, he's out. He's coming back in September.
Mm-hmm.
You know, apparently he's coming back in September. You know, he got hurt. Look how long it took. You know, and they saw him at the Performance Center months ago.
Yeah, but he had a pulled muscle.
But he's let her, like I said, let her rest. If she is injured, really like an ankle injury that needs surgery, at least 6 months, at least 4 months.
Oh yeah,
time.
no, I get that.
Yep,
I get that.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I still think she's gonna come back.
And
soon.
I don't like this picture. Where'd you get this picture from? It makes her face look like AI is put on her body. I don't like the way that looks. I don't like the way it looks. You discriminate my girl, Julia. I don't like. Oh.
Why are you hating on that picture of Julia?
It looks like a neck. Like a neck is not connected right. I don't know, man. It looks a little weird, that picture.
Your girl. Why you gotta do my girl like that?
Yo, come on, man.
Come on, man. My girl.
I love Julia, man.
Dom's like, step off. Give her the love. All right.
Give her the love. Backstage rumors. Dom dropped his name a little bit ago. Backstage rumors on Rey Fénix's WWE debut. Opponent revealed. Well, it's been revealed that his first feud is most likely going to be with the man Dom named as not being used, Andrade. So WWE has officially announced that former AEW wrestler Rey Fénix will make his ring debut this Friday on SmackDown. While his opponent remains unknown, reports suggest a high-profile match. In a recent WrestleVotes report revealed that a backstage segment involving Nick Aldis and Andrade was originally planned for SmackDown 3 weeks ago, but was cut. The segment would have featured Aldis informing Andrade about a new talent arriving on SmackDown and suggesting that he has to be the first to work with them. Report states, I don't know for sure, but I can go back to the SmackDown 3 weeks ago from Italy. Written in the show before the Liv Morgan-Jade Cargill match, there was to be a backstage segment with Nick Aldis telling Andrade that there's a new talent coming to SmackDown and he would want him to work with them first. This segment got cut. It was not supposed to be on the last week's show, so I don't know where it stands. However, it would indicate to me that the last they had planned, at minimum, for Andrade versus Rey Fénix. We'll see if that happens.
Well, let me tell you, say if the segment is now this Friday, they have that segment that tonight you got a match with somebody that's coming in, so maybe they might put the segment for tonight for Friday night. You know, who knows? Because there's sometimes that they'll cut a segment from the show, and then later on revisit that segment again. So it could be that maybe he comes out and he tells Nick Aldis, listen, what gives? I want, you haven't used me. I want to fight. Oh, you get your so we have a new talent coming. It's a mystery. Come on, we know who it is.
We all know we're going to get Chad Gable versus El Grande Americano. So this is going to be that third person in that match.
Well, listen, the draft can probably be back. Chad Gable back to friggin' Friday nights if they're and you
go Dom in the draft again.
I don't want the draft. Look, you know what? Look, I understand the draft is you kind of need it because
on the draft we're gonna get El Grande Americano versus Chad Gable versus Ray Phoenix versus Penta El Sandomiro.
Well, listen, look, if you do the draft, I'm telling you, pay-per-views go back to the Raw pay-per-view one month. The next month is a SmackDown pay-per-view. If you're gonna go full draft and have two different leagues, do two different freaking pay-per-views. Stop having everybody in the same pay-per-view.
I will say that when they separated it, the people got more work
Exactly
than they have been. I do agree, Dom. I do agree.
Yeah. But this should be fun. It should be fun. And look, you know what, Matt? You got your you got your thing. You said when he comes in that you don't want him to team up with Penta right away. You want him to have a singles thing like Penta and work his way, and then eventually, when they do meet, they can either have a rivalry or they can get together and friggin' electrify the tag team division.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
And it will.
You know what? SmackDown's going to get good. SmackDown, look, you have good wrestlers on both shows, but SmackDown does have the ability to be a much better show, much more high-flying show, a lot more. Raw is just Raw.
Lately, Raw has been the better of the two shows, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is, but SmackDown could be a really good show because then they're talking about the fact that they're not happy with the 3-hour show. They want to go back down to 2 hours. So
we'll see what Ray Phoenix brings, and hopefully he gets the same strong push that his brother Penta is getting on Raw.
Yep.
But we'll wait till tomorrow night to see that. Next up, we have big WrestleMania news as we kicked off our show talking about. Reports are stating that a new report from WrestleVotes provides some details on which matches will happen on which night for WWE's WrestleMania 41. So maybe pay close attention to this if you're deciding whether you want to just buy a single day ticket to the event, what matches are when. Currently, it is slated that CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins is going to main event night 1 Saturday, which we found that out on SmackDown last week.
Yep.
World Heavyweight Championship Gunther and Jey Uso are rumored to be opening the show. That's rumored to be the first match of the night, potentially. Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton will be Saturday night. And then WWE Women's Championship Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair will take place Saturday night. Night 2, Sunday, we have WWE Championship Cody Rhodes versus John Cena main event, which my feeling is going to be Cody Rhodes versus John Cena versus Pepsi Phil.
Yep.
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
WWE Women's Champion Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair will be night 2.
What a mess.
And AJ Styles versus Logan Paul will be night 2. So we're talking about 4 matches so far booked for night 1, 3 for night 2.
And guess what? The championship match, Jey Uso versus Gunther, is not even a main event. That is crazy. You think about it. A championship match to win the freaking goddamn world championship. And it's not main event.
But
it tells you that these fights aren't up here. The stakes aren't up here. Yes, Gunther did what he did this week to make it the stakes a little higher, but the stakes should have been at a high point already. It should have went
Yeah.
overload.
Coming off the Rumble, it should have been.
But
You know-
I think that's the thing. The stakes aren't up there with that because that's not your seller match. That's not your marquee match. Your marquee match is John Cena versus Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. All right. That, but also other marquee
If it was
matches.
only one
Seth
day.
Rollins, Roman Reigns, and freaking goddamn CM Punk. That. So you're gonna have those three. All right. Yes. The deciding factor most likely will go on night 2 to go part of the Cody Rhodes and freaking Cena fight. That's a high stake right there. But still, that match overshadows a world championship match that every year WrestleMania world championship matches were friggin' the main events of WrestleMania.
I mean, of course, cards subject to change. The only thing that we know for sure is that Cody Rhodes versus John Cena is going to be the main event night 2. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins is the main event for night 1. And I think that's why they're going to turn the main event of night 2 into a triple threat with Punk, because then we get that stipulation that comes out that's what the favor is. And then you have Punk and Rollins and Roman can carry that with Cody, feud with Cody, because we're not seeing John Cena again on TV until WrestleMania. We got our 3-week stretch overseas, and that's it. So
Yeah.
That's it.
So much so far. Don't want to speak too early, but so far, so much for this miraculous John Cena heel turn. But who knows what's going to happen?
It's been pretty lame. The Rock
It's been flat. It's been flat, is what it's been. Yeah.
No, this week was good. The freaking goddamn segment was
1 out of 4. 1 out of 4 weeks isn't a good.
I know,
But-
but this should have escalated more. You should have The Rock on the
Should've been a
freaking
build.
goddamn Titantron. You should have freaking had Cody looking over his shoulder. You know what? Freaking Travis Scott should have freaking goddamn snuck him from behind. You know
Well,
what I'm
was
saying?
it? I got to ask you, Dom. Was it good, or was it just a typical John Cena promo?
It was good because I like the way they name dropped AEW, kind of like AEW, and freaking Vince McMahon, kind of like beat around the bush with those things. And those realistic. I like that when CM Punk did those realistic segments, which
Out
made
of the 3 weeks, this week was the better.
this was the best
But
because there was.
it was a typical John Cena promo. He came
it
out
was-
and attacked, personally attacking
Yeah.
the person just like he does with any other opponent. It wasn't like it cooked, but at the same time, it didn't feel like it was like upper echelon level of promo, because John Cena comes out and personally attacks their history. He did it with The Rock.
I know he
Attacks
did.
their body of work. It was just a typical John Cena
It
promo.
was.
There hasn't been a lot to this heel turn that has really made you feel
Like damn, exactly.
like, damn, he's a heel. It's more like a scorned ex-girlfriend at this point.
That's what it feels like. But at the same time, there's also interaction. Figuring there was no like the last couple of weeks, there was no fighting each other. There was no freaking sneak. See, that's the thing. Like these segments, it seemed like the last 2 years with Cody, it's been kind of like a up and down battle with the freaking Rock. Every time the Rock gets involved, he never finishes the story because he's nowhere to be fucking found. The Rock should be involved in this thing. There you go. You get your corporate freaking greed that turned freaking Cena heel. Turn him heel to go after number 17. Now they're talking about Ric Flair coming in to be watching that. He's going to be involved. You're going to have this person involved. You're going to have all these people involved. They want to top the freaking goddamn WrestleMania like it did last year when everybody came in. From the Undertaker to Seth Rollins with the Shield, when all these things. That it was exciting. Last year was exciting when Cody was finishing his story. That was a great friggin' send off. Now they're trying to push stuff here that doesn't feel real. John Cena, you're a heel. You should be attacking Cody Rhodes, friggin' snuffing him from behind, freaking goddamn just doing things that make you a heel. He's sitting there, he's listening, he's crying. Hey, you're right. It's like a scorned girlfriend. You know, they're going back and forth, bitching at each other. He goes, I don't want to fight this John Cena. I want to fight the John Cena that here, this one. And then, oh, this and that. Oh, you're a bitch. You're this. I don't want to hear that. I want to see.
Dear Diary, I saw Cody Rhodes in the ring today. He told me that if this version of John Cena comes to WrestleMania, that he's going to kick my ass. I don't know if he can kick my ass because I'm shocked that he can see me. Dear Diary, another Monday in the books. Saw Cody again today. I walked out on him. I don't know what I could do anymore. I could do to get Cody's attention. The people around me booed. They said, let's go Cena. Cena sucks. They said, F you, Cena. They have such potty mouths. I don't know how I'm going to make it to WrestleMania. Dear Diary, it's me again. Week 3, saw Cody. I tried to give him a hug, but slipped. He thought I was trying to punch him. He gave me a crossroads and left. I had a tear in my eyes. I slowly walked away from the ring.
He touched
What can I
me.
do to get Cody to pay attention to me?
He abused me.
I just want him to buy me a beautiful belt.
Can we get one of those that Wolverine meme where he's laying in bed with it's Cena with just looking at the picture of Cody?
The meme.
he's looking at he's laying in bed dreaming of Cody. Oh.
Dear Diary, I really wish my friend The Rock would come support me. Cody just keeps pouncing and trashing me, and I have to walk away.
You know, it really.
I tried to get physical once, and it didn't end well for me. Where's The Rock?
Where is The Rock? Where is he? Is he filming fucking Moana 3? They're talking about that coming out. Part 3.
That live. He's doing that live action one. He was doing pickups.
Come on, man. Really, it's kind of BS, man. If John Cena can make an appearance in Philadelphia next month, where the fuck is The Rock? And John Cena is just as busy as The Rock doing freaking goddamn Peacemaker and other shit that he's doing. Come on.
Is there a show in Philly, like SmackDown or Raw that week?
I don't know. There's I know that back in the States. I don't know what's going on next month. I gotta find out.
Or nearby. I don't know.
See.
But you're right. I mean, these guys can. It takes 5 minutes for them to throw up a video and create a video.
You know,
The Rock promo.
The Rock.
They don't have to be in the arena.
No, you don't have to. The video, you could do a pre-recording. Hey, listen, Cody, I just want to say I didn't forget you. You know, yes, I will be there WrestleMania when my boy John Cena takes that belt off you. I'm gonna tell you this. You refuse my my hand, my gratitude, what I want to give you, and you spit in my face. Now guess what? My corporate soon to be corporate chant is gonna freaking punch you in the face.
Yeah, we still haven't even had Cena. Okay, so Monday, Cena addressed why he did what he did to Cody. But there's still no talk about The Rock. Cody's the only one that mentions The Rock.
Yep.
And Cena doesn't say a thing to him.
About The Rock?
About The Rock. Nothing about Travis Scott. So, again, it's just, man, I'm about over it. The hype, the heat, the passion from wrestling fans, non-wrestling fans, wrestling media, non-wrestling media. It was everywhere. John Cena, Superman, the literal embodiment of Superman has gone heel. And it turned into, like I said, bitch, 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 bitch. Week 2. Bitch, 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 bitch. Week 3.
I want to tell you this.
Bitch, bitch, bitch. Get crossroaded, cry, walk out.
Like have more parts of the heel, have more elements to this story. Do something, man. I don't. It makes no sense.
You don't get no new music because you want it.
Yeah, the build up is. I said it right from the beginning. It's been flat.
And that's why right now, and that's why I said WrestleMania, you should throw in 2 big freaking NXT matches in it, because obviously they're not folding the card up with anybody here.
Yeah.
You got a bigger pop on SmackDown from Randy coming out and telling Cody that he's coming after the title.
Exactly.
Than you really got from the John Cena Cody Rhodes stuff.
And the only reason why it was loud because those foreign crowds are freaking awesome, man.
Absolutely, yeah.
National crowd.
It worries me
Yeah.
what to think, like if all this took place in a states crowd,
Yeah.
what that reaction would be like.
I'm telling you, man.
But
You know, they were chanting. Like when Randy came out, when Cody came out, they were singing the song. And Cody had to wait. When Randy came out, he had to wait. That's the electrifying thing about international crowds, man. They love wrestling. Yeah, we love wrestling here.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
Cody Rhodes. Let's go, Cody Rhodes.
You know, and it's just really, it's sad because if the segments were done here, I wonder, you're right, I wonder how flat they would have felt. So,
Yep. It would have been a hush across the crowd. And You
yeah.
don't want that. You don't
Before
want
we
that.
move on to reviews, did you guys have a Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling?
I know that you were going to do this.
Because Bubba Ray Dudley, aka Bully Ray Dudley, he has a Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling. And his Mount Rushmore is Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Roman Reigns, and John Cena.
Damn. Roman Reigns. You put Roman Reigns in that Mount Rushmore type of thing. So you skip the likes of Ric Flair's, you skip the likes of Bruno Sammartino's, the freaking goddamn Macho Man Randy Savage's, it's hard. There's a lot of good wrestlers out there. Like if you want modern day, yeah, you could put the Roman Reigns in there and the John Cena's. Yeah. John Cena didn't make a lot of money for the company for 20 plus years that he was here. You know, he was the face of the WWE, the PG era. He took it to a new friggin' height after the ruthless aggression era. You know, I don't know, man. Just there's too many better wrestlers out there that can be on that Mount Rushmore. You got the Cody Rhodes. You got Cody's dad, man. You got friggin'
I love Dusty, but I don't think Dusty's on a Mount Rushmore.
No, but I'm just saying that he could be a Mount Rushmore. Dusty.
Yeah, I mean, he could be on your own Mount Rushmore. I shouldn't discredit you.
No, I'm not going to say that he's on mine. I'm just saying that of what he did professional wrestling. Andre the Giant, dude. Freaking Roddy Piper. You know, it's just the list goes on with a lot of things. But I can understand that Hulkamania, the Hulkster, the Hulkamania ran wild the 80s and the 90s, man. He was the face of WWE for that long time. And I can see why he would be on a Mount Rushmore because he was basically the pinnacle of what wrestling was from the early 80s to the 90s. Come on, they had the Wrestling All-Stars. He was like top in the cartoon, as a top. He was on Baywatch, man. Dude, he had freaking Thunder in Paradise. Not Thunder in Paradise, freaking was it Thunder? What's the name of the
Thunder Lips?
Tropic Thunder. He had the freaking boat with the boat. Him and the TV show. He was in movies. So,
the Academy Award winners such as Suburban Commando.
What's that smell?
The nanny. The nanny.
Yeah, the nanny. I would have to say mine. I think Roman. It's a little early to put Roman on a Mount Rushmore of anything.
Yep.
I think Hogan, Rock. The hard part for me is Hogan. I mean, Hogan and Austin belong hands down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Roman does yet. Cena, I think, does as well because he carried the company in his back for a long time. That fourth spot would either, for me, go to Ric Flair, or
Nature Boy,
The Rock, or Undertaker. Actually, Ric Flair, Undertaker.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick.
It is.
It is hard to pick because look, you have to see what they did with their time. Like I said, John Cena carried the company for 20 plus years through the ruthless aggression era to the PG era. The Undertaker, the dead man, freaking, he was a staple, of WWE.
Yep.
What he accomplished. He was 20-0, right? 20-0 in WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he did that. He was freaking The Rock. The Rock, I tell you what, man, the Attitude Era with The Rock and Stone Cold, the greatest rivalries right there. The story, the segments. The Rock was just so entertaining, man. He was so he just, and no pun intended, electrified when he made appearances. With his his $15,000 shirt and these Gucci shoes, this and that, and do all these stupid things, become a people champ by getting by getting the Intercontinental Championship that Stone Cold won the night before and threw it in the river. Shit like that was all funny. But what about Bret Hart? Bret the Hitman Hart?
I don't think Bret Hart belongs on a Mount Rushmore.
What about Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid?
I think Shawn would be up there if he didn't take that long break for his back injury.
Yeah.
Like I said, you got to have Flair on there, man.
You got him,
16-time world champion.
Woo!
He did it, and he did it against some of the greats. Like
he did,
and he did it in the territory days versus today.
Yep. And he still says he has one more match left in him. Basically, if he had one more match, he'd definitely be his last match. Because he's older. But you're right. There is a lot of wrestlers that you could actually put up there in the Mount Rushmore. But
I don't know if you guys watched the WWE Legends that they have on A&E, but they had a great documentary, let's say, about Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah.
And their matches over the years. What a great, and I remember watching those matches. Such great times. With Flair is definitely up there. He has to be.
What about
what he did for wrestling and WCW in particular, keeping them where they were. Hogan,
the Four Horsemen.
Put wrestling on the put all wrestling, not just WWE, all wrestling on the map for his for WrestleMania and what he did, So
here's another thing.
There's a lot of guys you could put up there that are worthy. So
here's my other thing. We're getting our first ever match inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame this year.
That's
Why are we getting Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart as that inaugural match inductee? Why aren't we getting Hogan, Andre the Giant? Why aren't we getting, some of Ric Flair's early stuff? Why are we getting that match with Stone Cold and Bret Hart now? First.
The first one to me should have been Undertaker Mankind.
Hell in a Cell.
So, what a goddamn great match to watch, no matter when you're watching it. Now, watching that, and when Foley goes off the top, I still go, holy shit.
Yeah. And the fact that he got back up and rode a gurney back to the ring with his tooth hanging out of his nose.
With a tooth stuck in his nose. Holy shit. Yeah, the man was insane.
Wow. It was.
All right. Let's get into our reviews of the shows this past week, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do
Watch
it.
Here.
Fight, ignite tonight. Wrestling fire burns so bright. In this review, we'll show what's true. Breaking barriers, breaking through.
All right. As always, we're kicking off with Friday Night SmackDown from March 28th, 2025. Cody Rhodes opened the show talking about how he's going to be face-to-face again with John Cena on Monday night. Randy Orton came out and the crowd heavily sang his theme song for a few minutes. The Viper put over Cody big time, praising him up and down, but also said that eventually he's going to try and win his 15th world title. He's just going to look Cody in the eyes when he challenges him rather than do anything dastardly. Drew McIntyre interrupts to complain that he should be the next in line after WrestleMania, not Orton, and hasn't done anything since his comeback. It should be at the back of the line. In fact, Cody should have listened to him about John Cena and other things, and it should be Drew against Cody at Mania instead. McIntyre dodged and attempted an RKO and walked off at the end of the segment. It was later announced that Orton and McIntyre will have a match later that night.
All right. The segment with Cody and Randy was good. Did anybody catch the vibe when Randy put his hand on Cody's shoulder and said, "I'm proud of you"? Who said that too?
Rock.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm just, throwing a little speculation out there because at the end of the day, you can't trust Randy. Randy has been a face for a minute. Even if I don't know if you call him a face, but the Viper at any time strikes.
The Viper, Randy Orton.
I know that he is having the the feud now with Kevin Owens, but moving forward, I could see maybe because I know that as much as I want to see Cody turn heel, I don't think Cody is going to turn heel. I think they're gonna keep him the face of WWE.
They make too much money with Cody's.
Yeah, exactly. So I can see his whole supporting. Randy is basically the last person besides Seth Rollins, but Seth, that's soon to be different. That's going to be a different thing. But Randy has been really buddy with Cody for a long time, and eventually that might have to change down the road because I don't think Cody's going to be. I think he's going to turn on Cody eventually.
Yeah, when it's his turn to get into the ring and go for that belt, he won't hold back, and then that'll be his turning point.
Yeah.
He wants to win that belt.
Yeah.
So leading up to that, he'll turn on Cody.
We then got a WWE Tag Team Championship match. The Street Profits defeated Pretty Deadly by pinfall. Earlier that day, backstage, Zelina Vega, Katana Chance, and Caden Carter got into an argument with the Green Regime, setting up a tag team match. That match was the Green Regime's Secret Hervis, Alba Fire, and Piper Niven defeating Katana Chance and Caden Carter by pinfall. Zelina Vega came out after the match to help even the odds, prompting Chelsea Green to get involved as well. Which, again, we don't have a Women's United States Championship match set up for WrestleMania yet. We don't have a Women's Intercontinental Championship match set up for WrestleMania. We're working towards a male Intercontinental Championship match, 4-way. What about United States Championship match? What are we going to have? LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman for that title? Who knows?
That's another thing. Hey, listen, you know what? I would have Fatal Fours on those titles, especially the Women's United States Championship and the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I would have 4-ways on both those. And look, you're going to have an appearance. Becky Lynch is going to be coming back eventually. I can see Becky Lynch popping up with the like here.
I'm thinking Raw after Mania on her now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But then we got United States Championship match, LA Knight versus Braun Strowman, which ended in a disqualification with Jacob Fatu going on the attack. Jimmy Uso spoke with Jackie Redmond backstage to hype up his match with Gunther on Raw. Bello Don't Miz then talked some trash about how Jimmy is taking a back seat to Jay and that both of the Usos are second fiddle to someone like Gunther. He then challenged them that night. After the commercial break, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga rolled up on Jacob Fatu backstage, upset with him over his actions. Fatu is adamant that he's going to be the last man standing when it comes to Strowman, and that he's going to bring the United States title back to the family with or without Solo Sikoa. So could we potentially be getting a last man standing triple threat match at Mania? LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman? Somehow I see Solo Sikoa as being as part of that title picture.
Yeah, actually, I see that. I see it heating up between Jacob Fatu and Solo. I think it's time that Solo. I actually think I don't know. I think it should be like I think this should be the turning point where Jacob Fatu just annihilates fucking Solo. I think this is it. Get out of the way if he gets involved with the title. And like I said, if LA Knight's going to lose the title, Jacob Fatu should get it.
I agree with you there.
I like to see Braun Strowman get it because he needs it.
Hey guys, will Cena go back to face before he retires? Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's in the works.
You got a fan, Dom.
No problem.
Naomi then had a vignette explaining that she's always been doing the right thing, and she's done the right thing, and she's done being treated as a third wheel and pushed aside, being unappreciated, and being too nice. Moving forward, if Jade Cargill continues to be in her way, she strongly advises her to proceed with caution, all while wearing caution tape inspired gear. I love her new gear, by the way. Love her new gear.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately after Jade Cargill was talking to Nick Aldis, saying that when she catches Naomi, it's on site. Michin and B-Fab then said what Naomi did was uncalled for, and they knew Cargill's going to sort that out. They mentioned that they have unfinished business with Charlotte Flair themselves, and everyone wishes each other good luck. After the commercial break, another teaser for seemingly Aleister Black's return aired briefly. Before Flair could even come out, B-Fab and Michin were attacked by Naomi, who ran off when Jade Cargill came out. Cargill then helped B-Fab to the back and had a stare-down moment with Flair during the Queen's entrance, which I'm all for that. Let's go, Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair. That's the match
I like that stare down.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Flair defeated Michin by submission. Again, I don't know why so much focus is being put on Michin lately, but I'm all for it. I like Michin.
I think Michin she's good. It's just that it sucks that they just use her as a jobber. She gets her B-Fab. I think B-Fab is going to be good down the road.
I think they like her. I just don't think they know where to put her.
Because she said that when she was NXT, people really loved her in NXT. She just doesn't generate the crowd. The crowd is the same way.
Because they changed her name. If they let her go back to Mia Yim, I bet you things would get better for her. But I digress. Jackie Redmond interviewed Tiffany Stratton, who says she's going to shut up Flair at WrestleMania when she retains her title.
I hope she does, because if they give it to friggin' Charlotte, I'll be pissed. I don't want to see that. I want to see Tiffany Stratton hold on the belt up until at least SummerSlam, and then you could have a another feud, because listen, one and done type of feud with Charlotte, I don't think it's going to be works. But I tell you what, Charlotte versus Jade Cargill, that would be a pretty awesome match. Definitely got to put that on the table.
We then saw Drew McIntyre defeat Randy Orton by pinfall due to a distraction from Kevin Owens, who fought Orton after the match. Owens escaped another attempt at a punt. And when we got our Jimmy Uso defeating The Miz by pinfall, Damian Priest jumped Drew McIntyre backstage and brawled with him, slamming him on top of a car windshield, much to the joy of CM Punk, who walked by and chuckled about McIntyre's misfortunes. Do you notice how they're playing this line between the brawl out situation with CM Punk now in WWE, and they keep making reference to it, and they're like making fun of it, and that's kind of like what that whole situation, like you have Punk coming out and being like, I work with children again, and a lot of the callbacks to his stuff from AEW, and now you have him being there as this brawl breaks out and McIntyre's put through a car window. It's interesting the shots that WWE seemingly is taking at AEW.
Oh yeah, they're doing that. They're taking these little jabs. At
I think there's glass in my eye.
Yeah, he got glass in his eye. He had an eye patch now. He's gonna be too many fingers. Again, I'm McIntyre. Blow me down.
Pirate.
Yeah, McIntyre.
Then we got our contract signing: Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. After some trash talk, Paul Heyman reveals that part of the contract, what CM Punk was looking for, is that this match will close the show for WrestleMania Saturday. Roman Reigns takes credit for this being the main event, and Punk thanks him, but reveals that this isn't the favor that he's owed. And that's the end of the show.
Yo, you got freaking guy to Seth Rollins crying like a baby. No, this is not right. That's why, the whole fact is that, like I said, the freaking Paul Heyman freaking goddamn, thing on
turning on Romans and going with Seth.
Exactly. Because let me tell you something. All kidding aside, you still, when freaking Roman Reigns lost, disappeared, Paul Heyman got destroyed, went through a table, went through this, couldn't get into. There's still something brewing with that. I still think that the betrayal is going to happen, and now there's a lot of rumors going out there saying that Roman's going to go heel again. Meanwhile, he's still heel, and that he's going to get a super team together. He's going to build up a new bloodline type of super team. I don't know if that's true, but like I said, I could see it would be very surprising to see Paul Heyman freaking betray Roman and go with Seth.
It's the Ula Fala, man. Look at him when he didn't have the Ula Fala. Look who he was, and now when he's got the Ula Fala again, he's like power hungry. And
yeah,
so I think the Ula Fala plays a lot into it with Roman Reigns, but I don't need to see another Superman faction with him. Like the Bloodline was good enough for me personally, but
the Bloodline ended abruptly. They didn't end the way it should have ended. They just kind of dismantled the way it is. That there was still some story left in that. There was still other members, other things to happen, and I would have took the story for another year. I would have took another bits and pieces here and there. You have Roman now. Roman has to fight to gain the respect of the other members and all these things, and have a battle. Now it's reversed. That Roman is on the outside looking in. Yeah, he got the he got everything back, but he don't have the championship. He wants to work his way to get a championship. And then you have Roman turn around saying, "You know what, Gunther? I'll tell you what. You want to mess with Jay? You want to mess with Jimmy? You want this and that? Have him go." See these stories. I don't understand why they didn't happen.
Here's the other interesting part of why I'm almost certain CM Punk. Did you know that technically CM Punk should be the heavyweight champion right now? He beat Gunther in a house show overseas for the title.
He did.
Pinned him 1, 2, 3.
But then he got slapped. Remember he freaking tapped out and he got slapped hard? He was like, oh.
No, this was after that. He beat Gunther 1, 2, 3. There's video of it at a house show.
But why didn't he win the belt?
Great question.
The house show.
It was a house show. He beat Gunther 1, 2, 3.
Was it for
count?
Was it not for a championship? It was for a chance to fight the champion down the road type of thing, or was it a championship match?
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we're thinking about this all wrong. Maybe it's not. Well, it's got to be because that show's close. I would say maybe it's the Gunther versus maybe he's not going to be. Maybe it's he gets a first shot at whoever wins that title. So maybe it's going to be Gunther versus Jey Uso at the next pay-per-view.
Or Gunther versus CM Punk.
I mean, sorry, not Jey Uso. I meant
because
CM Punk versus Jey Uso.
Yes,
or
because
CM Punk versus Gunther.
Because I think he fights. He fights Cody and Roman. But remember, he's on SmackDown. I mean, he's on Raw. The same thing Gunther's on Raw. So, yes, that could be that CM Punk is next in line. That's why I'm thinking that I don't think Jay's going to win. I don't think Jay's going to win.
I think he is.
I think now, because the story, the way it progressed, I think that Jay doesn't win this time and really sinks him to the bottom where he actually becomes heel again.
Jay?
I think I think you
Jay
get
goes heel
some
again.
turns heel. I think that's what I'm trying to say. That that
That's
You're
taking
gonna start
so much
build
off
up.
him though, because he's got all this. He's got all this momentum. And people are still
No.
yeeting with him. The crowd is still behind him.
No, I think if they do that, it will add a lot more depth to Jay, like his more personal psyche, where things will get crazy. Where he like the crowd is not behind him anymore. But I think you need yes, the Yeet thing is great. You have the crowd behind him, but Jay himself is not generating. You know what I'm saying? The Yeet stuff that he does, yes, but Jay as himself is not bringing it. That part is not bringing it to the table, and that's why Gunther, you can make him a diabolical son of a bitch, where the way he does things, he wins the belt, and then you can have CM Punk beat him, and because the house show, usually the house shows mimic the live action shows on the road. You're right. That there could be a match between CM Punk and
Gunther.
Gunther. You know what? That could be.
I wouldn't rule it out. I won't rule that out. So
We'll see. Like I said, stories are ever evolving and changing in WWE. Something doesn't work, they'll just sweep it underneath the rug without you even noting and start something else.
And I think we can all agree that this has to be the last go around for Jay and Gunther.
Yeah, it has to be. Definitely.
So, according
No matter what
to
the outcome,
Cage Side and Wrestle Talk, CM Punk defeated him via disqualification, but the videos I've seen have shown the ref Punk hitting Gunther with the GTS, the ref counting 1, 2, 3, and Punk holding the belt. So, and they hold the belt up before the match, signaling that it is a title match. But I don't know. Whatever.
do they hit the go to sleep after the disqualification?
It might be, but like I said, the ref clearly counts the 1, 2, 3, and Punk celebrates like he's champion.
Okay, I haven't seen that video. I'll have to.
Well, you know what? Listen, if that's the case, they have to revisit that. That he won with a small. So you know what?
I mean,
if you win, so if he didn't win the belt that particular time, win with disqualification, that gives him the opportunity for a fight down the road against Gunther. And that's hey Matt, I think you're onto something with that.
I don't know. We'll see. It was interesting.
Yeah, because in the past, and it's always been, if it's not on TV, it doesn't really happen, type of thing. And they don't usually take house shows for.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Because there is another one.
But again, that was in the days of before internet and everyone sharing videos and things like that. That's never been too much of a thing, but now it is. So we'll see.
Because I know there's another video where, similar to what I'm talking about, Gunther goes to try and hit Punk with the belt. Punk dodges it, hits him with a go to sleep, and then throws the belt at him ringside. But I don't know. Maybe I'm getting the two mixed up, but I know what I saw in my mind's eye. But I digress. Clearly, back to this. The favor is Punk getting put into the Cody versus Cena match, right?
Yeah.
That's what we all think the real favor is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has to be something bigger than what's good.
Do you think it's going to be the winner of that triple threat match goes, or do you think it's Punk gets put in regardless?
What, the Punk versus Gunther?
Yeah. Do you think the favor is that the winner of the triple threat, Punk versus Reigns versus Rollins, gets added to that match, or do you think it's that CM Punk gets put into that match regardless?
You know what?
By taking this triple threat match, he gets put into another triple threat match night 2 with Cena and.
No. How about this? How about this? You have CM Punk win against Roman Reigns against Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, that rivalry is going to build up even more. He wins. He gets put in with the Jey Uso and Gunther match.
Well,
But they're close. So if Jay, but that
Because
was
it's Raw. Because it's Raw. The Raw match.
Well, but that doesn't make sense because
What?
if Jay and Gunther are starting night one,
Okay.
and CM Punk and that match are ending night one, the Gunther Jay, we're already
I
going to
don't
have.
think it's going to start. I don't think it's going to start. I think,
But it still doesn't work though, because that match, the triple threat, is
You're right.
closing.
you're
night
right.
one.
You're right. Because it would have made more sense for CM Punk joining that, because it's all Raw. All the Raw people that are on Raw. You know what I'm saying? Freaking Jey Uso, Gunther, and so CM Punk are on Raw itself. So you go for the championship match. Roman Reigns and freaking Seth Rollins are both on Raw too as well.
see,
So it's all makes sense that you would, or maybe you have Saturday Night Main Event coming up. That's another another event that's coming up.
when's that?
Saturday Night Main Event that's happening after, either before WrestleMania, or I think maybe after WrestleMania. I think the Saturday after WrestleMania, we're gonna have a Saturday Night Main Event. I think. Hey, let the speculations ride, man.
Right? I'm right there with you.
I thought SmackDown was good. I thought it was it had some fun tidbits to it. I like the ending. I like the signing. Like I said, Roman Reigns is sitting at the head of the table again. Like you're right. Like he's acting like the tribal chief again. Like the badass. Being the top dog there. So
Saturday night main event is May 24th.
May
Yeah,
26th.
birthday. My
It's
birthday. My birthday.
So it's
Birthday.
So it's after the month after. I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
For me, SmackDown was probably about a B plus. It could have been better. It kind of felt like a slog, a little bit. The contract signing was really the only part that interests me. Everything else just kind of felt like it happened.
Yeah.
They really need to pick up SmackDown and Raw the next couple weeks to really fill out this WrestleMania card.
the go home shows to WrestleMania should be freaking good. Should be good. I give it a B. A straight B. I think, like I said, the ending segment was great. The Randy Orton segment in the beginning, talking to Cody, he's coming for Cody. I like that. And the crowd. I like the crowd in London. And the crowd in London was really electrifying. The whole situation the whole night, and it was kind of cool. I have a B. As for like the action pack, it was all right.
Sticks, my boy. What you got?
I did not watch SmackDown this week because of the tape delay. And I was doing other shows that night, but I'll probably end up watching it when it comes on to
Other shows? How dare you?
I know.
How dare you?
And you had almost a week to watch it.
Exactly.
Catch up
How
on it.
dare
No,
you?
it's not on. They don't put it on replay for 2 weeks.
I don't know, man.
I'll watch it when it replays.
Should be
You could have
watching
watched
the
it the same
highlight
night.
on WWE.com so you know.
You're right.
You could have watched it the same night, because you could watch it on the replay on Netflix with no commercials, and you can fast forward.
Not on SmackDown.
Well, SmackDown was SmackDown. Yeah,
SmackDown's on
SmackDown.
USA. I don't
Well,
have
you know
USA.
on YouTube.
I do and I don't. I do and
You
I
should
don't.
have
on the Ubies,
you should
they
have
the,
VPN. Got a VPN. Put your VPN in another country. Then went on to Netflix.
There you
signed
go.
in,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
watch SmackDown
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix in the UK. Yeah.
Not more hurt. Other shows.
Other show. He's doing
Not
that
my-
other show with you, Dom. Calm down.
I know. That's why I'm breaking the balls. I know.
All right. So that takes us to Monday Night Raw for March 31st, 2025. Another early start. Live from the O2 in London.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock
That was
start
nice.
time. The show
Loved it.
kicked off with Cody Rhodes and John Cena having their in-ring promo to start the show. Let's see. Yeah. Cena. Yeah, Rhodes gave Cena some softballs, like Stardust and his lisp. Cena says he's not gonna punch down, that he doesn't bury talent because he is talent, and that Rhodes has ridden his coattails. Over the years, Cena has been so great that WWE can hand him the heart of the company over his chauffeur, who has stolen all of his secrets, and he needs to be undeniable for him. But Rhodes is still underwhelming. Rhodes is too perfect. He's too polished and rehearsed, and is relying on lazy gimmicks like them singing his name to get him by. He's nothing but a catchy tune, and Rhodes doesn't even show everyone who he truly is because he's just a mix of other things he's emulating. Rhodes is just someone mediocre holding something meaningful, and it's tricked everyone. He calls Rhodes a paint-by-numbers, sophisticated Nepo baby, so egotistical that his wrestling gimmick is tattooed on his neck. Rose retorts that Cena's the real company creation from Vince McMahon. What Cena really created was a lot of disenfranchised fans who went to AEW with Rhodes when he left. Rhodes says Cena still is his hero, but he's also a piece of shit. A fire promo.
Yes.
Going back and forth.
Yeah.
Typical John Cena stuff, but Cody coming out and kind of flipping it and being like, well, I'm going to get you before you get me, was very, a la, dare I say, B-Rabbit and 8 Mile versus Papa Doc, if you've ever seen that movie. The final rap battle.
Yep.
B-Rabbit says, listen, I know what he's going to say about me, so I'm going to say it before he can say it. That's pretty much what Cody Rhodes did. Came out here, hit him with the B-Rabbit from 8 Mile rap. You're going to talk about my days of Stardust. You're going to talk about my lisp. You're going to talk about me leaving. You're going to talk about AEW. You're going to talk about all this other stuff. And finally, like Dom said, we got a little bit of physical altercation, which found John Cena being on the business end of a crossroads and sulking as he walks away afterwards, leaving us with what's all, for all intents and purposes, is our last face-to-face between John Cena and Cody Rhodes for 16 days until WrestleMania. How does this feud stay white hot without John Cena being there?
You know, The Rock has to get involved. The Rock has to get involved in the freaking Titantron on the screen. Freaking somebody like I don't know. I think that they wasted the opportunity of John Cena being there for those couple of weeks. That could have really made a statement in his heel turn. You know, I don't know what they're thinking. Me personally, I actually think that they kind of felt bad that it made John Cena turn heel. I think maybe they're getting second thoughts on that. But that kid, he freaking shunned that kid in the first week and told that kid he's delusional, this and that. And the kid, I still love you, type of thing. You're my hero. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what they think over there, the writers over there in WWE when it comes to certain things. Like we had a fire heel turning that shocked the world. Like you said, non-believers, non-wrestling fans were shocked. I was watching videos of celebrities talk about like, holy shit, John Cena turned heel. People talk about like somebody at work, it's not even a wrestling fan. He goes, yeah, I heard that John turned heel. That's kind of crazy, man. I know that he was I'm like, yeah. He goes, you watch wrestling, so I'm like, that guy was fucking fire. But for it to not really pick up steam and really make it through.
Yeah, they kind of took that fire and kind of took a leak on it. Really, they kind of doused it a little bit, and now they're trying to catch back up to it. But I don't think it can. They got to do something. They got to do something. They got to have Cena come out one more time before WrestleMania to really throw some gas onto it to get it more interesting than what it's been.
And I'm going to say this right here,
Yeah,
on
that-
April 3rd, 2025, if John Cena comes out and attacks Cody Rhodes on the go-home SmackDown, leaves Cody laying, Cody's winning the title. Cena's losing at Mania. If Cena leaves Cody laying, Cena's losing.
What about Ric Flair getting involved?
I don't want to see Ric Flair's old.
Ric Flair's been talking about
asshole.
you don't want John Cena to win, but say he's there to make John Cena win, and he's part of the Rock's thing.
It's why. Well, I'll get to my thought in a minute. Back to what John was saying. I don't want to see Ric Flair in there. The dude's old. He's had massive heart attacks. He's having major health issues. He's got to be done. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Flair die in front of us. Because that's about what it is. Like he was so close to death a few months ago. I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
I don't want to see Flair come out and
but
get
they
involved
talk about him being there
ring.
WrestleMania. I don't know, but if that's going to be the case,
I'd rather see Stone Cold come out. Your buck is on Stone Cold coming out. Now, what I was going to say is the other thing that makes me think that CM Punk favors he gets added to this match is he can carry a feud with Cody and a feud with Cena, and so can I can see it where if all three participants have a chance to get added to that match, how all three of them going after Cody has the ability to continue this feud and carry it minus Cena, right?
Right.
Cody, what do you even The Rock being on the Titantron and saying some stuff? I don't think that's enough to really continue to get us to care about that feud with John Cena. How do they going to keep this going?
Something has to happen.
Cody
there has to be two things going on.
You're just gonna have Cody come out on Raw the next 2 weeks and talk trash on Cena, or not even do it on Raw, show up on SmackDown and talk shit about Cena again?
Yeah. Boring. That's boring.
I think, and that's why I say, like, if for some reason the go home show of SmackDown, if Cena leaves Cody laying, that's, I think, a tip of the hand that Cody's going over in that match. If he doesn't, and if Cena just comes out at Mania, new entrance, new look, and just beats the brakes off Cody Rhodes, I think it's almost more intriguing.
Yeah.
Because, right, they're setting us up for it. Cena says, I left. I did what you asked me to. I transformed. You said you didn't want to face that version of John Cena. Fine. These fans no longer deserve that version of John Cena. This is what you get.
Yeah.
Now, you get, Word Life, Dr. Thugonomics, whatever his new gimmick is going to be, his new theme music. And he just comes out there and he beats the brakes off Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly think, like I've said for weeks, I think it's better for John Cena's story not to win the title of Mania, not to win 17 of Mania. I think it's more of it helps improve his heel character, his heel transformation, if you will. If he loses at Mania, then Money in the Bank, wins Money in the Bank, same night cashes in to win the title. Dastardly. Doesn't say a word about, I'm going to do it here. Just cashes it in same night to beat Cody or whoever wins the title that night. I don't know where we go from here. Like, I'm usually pretty good about being like, all right, well, here's the roadmap, and this is where I see WWE going. But the Cena stuff, I don't know anymore because we're gonna have 2 weeks without him on TV.
Right.
And
Him only showing up a couple times doesn't make for good storytelling.
And even the Titantron thing, if it's pre-recorded, it kind of loses that same effect because you don't get to hear Cody's rebuttal to each other. They don't get to retort each other. You're gonna hear what Cena says, and then they're gonna do an interview, a sit-down interview with Cody Rhodes where he says his piece. Like, it just doesn't have that same feel. Like, I think they wasted. Okay, the first one, yeah, bitch, piss, moan, Cena. This is why I did it. Blah blah blah, and it should have ramped up the second time, and then escalated even further the third time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what we got. We got Dear Diary, my name's John Cena, and I was wronged.
Yeah.
Dom's falling asleep.
I'm not falling asleep.
Dom's like,
I'm not falling asleep. Hey, listen. I'm just scrolling. I'm listening. I'm scrolling at the same time.
doom scrolling.
Yeah. But
Dom says whatever's on Instagram is more important than what.
No, there is. I'm listening. I'm listening at the same time. Because I got some thoughts on that too as well.
Let's hear him, Dom.
No, the whole fact is when it comes down to it, what are we gonna do without Cena there until if he does come out in the home show, the go home show of the week, and he desecrates freaking Cody and beats the living hell out of him, this and that, he's gonna lose and Cody's gonna win. But I can see somebody else coming out playing John Cena's music with Cody in the ring, and he's waiting for Cena to come out, and he gets beat up by somebody else. That
Logan Paul.
Yeah,
oh, right. Logan Paul has a thing with AJ Styles now. Travis Scott.
Oh, good Lord.
No, but you need somebody. Not even Travis Scott, a freaking appearance. Not even the Rock. Like, you have the music play, and then the Rock. Then the Rock comes by and gives him a rock bottom. That makes some excitement going into WrestleMania. And the Rock tells him, "Listen, don't worry. You gotta, don't worry. My corporate champ is gonna win." You need the Rock to get involved to really make this thing propel.
I agree, and I think that's who needs to show up to carry this the next couple nights on the next couple Mondays. It needs to be the Rock.
Yep, it needs to be.
And I'm not talking like Titantron. Like I'm talking like he needs to show up surprise.
Cody, listen. This is not no fun and games. You disrespected me, and you spit in my face for not becoming my corporate champ, my champion. Don't worry about it. And you need that. You need something with the Rock in person, face to face with Cody. Or, like I said, sneaks attack Cody, Rock bottoms him, and going, "Oh, you don't know what you got yourself into come WrestleMania."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
they better do something quick. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, because there's not a whole lot, like Dom was saying. There's not a whole lot of that I'm really excited for this WrestleMania. My expectations for WrestleMania started here, and it's gone. It's nosedive since then.
We're definitely not at the fervor like we were last year for WrestleMania at this point.
No.
They should have a 20-man battle royal, right? No, 20-man battle royal. The winner of that 20-man battle royal fights for either the Intercontinental Championship or the U.S. Championship. Have something, or this. I'll have this happen. First night, the first night you have 2 battle royals. 2 guys come out on top. The next night you have them fight. The Monday after freaking goddamn WrestleMania, you have them fight for the championship. The person who wins the championship, or something like that. You need more excitement in this. Or, like I said, the girls, the wrestling, the chicks, they need to have four-way matches with adding people, because the excitement is really not there. Like you'll probably find out the Ron Breaker thing is going to happen, Monday night. That's going to be definitely Finn Balor is going to find out that Dominic got himself that Liv put Dominic in the match for the 4-way that is going to be Finn, Braun Strowman, and Finn, Dominic, Penta,
and
Penta. That's going to be, and that. But where do you put Sheamus? Where is Sheamus been again? Hurt again?
He's off eating hamburgers again. I don't know.
not in the title picture, that's for sure.
I know he's at. Look, they put back the tag team of what's his face, Butch and this guy that came back.
Yeah, New Catch.
Oh
Republic.
yeah,
New Cat
Republic.
Cat-
Yeah, I
so
was happy that they came back.
they came back with
I like
that.
Butch.
So at least we'll get some more. At least the tag team division is a little bit better.
Did they come back, or was that a one night only thing because they were in England?
Yeah, but he's back now. But they lost too. That's the whole thing. Of course you're gonna lose.
Yeah, which
You
good Segue, Dom, because our first match of the night was the New Day defeating the New Catch Republic by pinfall.
Yep.
After that match, the New Day cut a quick promo about how they deserve a tag team title shot. War Raiders came out, but just posed with the titles rather than any announcement being made for WrestleMania.
You know what? You could have a tag team division fight to go for the belts. Start like Monday night. You could have the tag teams all fight the tag team champions. In Raw right now. You could have that. You could also have that happen in SmackDown.
But what tag teams are on Raw? We've got American Made.
American Made.
Do you consider Alpha Academy, Otis and Tozawa a tag team?
Well, yeah, but you also I know the Alpha the Warriors, the freaking the Viking Raiders or Warriors, whatever you call them, they're the champions.
Or Raiders?
They need the freaking fight. They need the fight. They have their belts.
Well,
they need the fight.
So that's not my point. Is that the tag team division seems kind of weak because you have the War Raiders, you have A-Town Down Under, Tozawa and Otis, American Made, New Day, 5 teams. Who else am I forgetting?
Well, you had JD and Dominic. JD and Finn Balor when they were together.
Judgment Day. Okay.
Creed Brothers.
Well, that's American Made.
Yeah.
Like I said, you have wrestlers that never freaking fought with each other. You should put like the guys you're unutilized, make them tag teams. That's the only thing I don't understand. That you have some good guys in the back that don't get a lot of. Make them a tag team. You need to build up a tag team division.
Oh, LWO.
The tag team division in Raw sucks.
I do. I forgot about LWO.
Yeah.
And
LWO, yeah.
And then you have Garza and what's his name?
But that's SmackDown. That's
SmackDown. Okay. That's
like Raw. That's really Raw. You don't have anything in Raw. No.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Then in a good masterclass of putting fuel on a simmering fire to make an inferno, you had Gunther defeat Jimmy Uso by submission via referee stoppage. After the match, Jay tried to help out Jimmy when Gunther kept attacking him. A commercial break later, Gunther then jumped them both. He kept the fight going, zip tying Jay to the turnbuckle, forcing him to watch as he beat a bloody Jimmy.
The lamest zip tie.
Yes.
The lamest. It didn't even tie it all the way. If you see it, he could have got out.
How cool did Gunther look? Covered in Jimmy's blood.
He looked like a maniac.
Holding the title. He did. He absolutely did.
That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted from the get-go. You wanted some crazy shit like that. But it's not. They did it for that show. Like, the whole fact is they did that. Now you desecrated, you freaking destroyed Jimmy. You destroyed
Don't see Jimmy again till Mania.
What happened?
We should not see Jimmy again till Mania.
Nope. Exactly. That he should be out. That's that. Now Jay is sitting there going, this guy's crazy. I can't now the game the freaking the psychological issues start happening now. Like, this guy is doing this. I can't beat him. He beat me 3 times before. He's gonna beat me again. I can't get him. And like you need that for him to have that turning point now. Like the lowest part of his like going on right now. Like the yeet has to go. Stop. No more yeeting. No more. Like you need to make Gunther. I'm telling you, make Gunther like impossible to beat. And if you make Gunther win in WrestleMania, yes, you really destroy the credibility of Jay. I understand that, and like I said, I want to see Jay win the belt. But if this is any indication of him winning the belt and the way he does things, it's going to be a one and done. He's not going to have the belt for a long time. You know, he'll hold it for like a month and then lose it because I don't know if he. I think Gunther holds that belt like can't beat this bastard. You know, you need somebody to come into Gunther's face and really get his attention. Like holy shit! Like when Gunther lost to Cody,
No.
Gunther should have never lost to Cody in Saudi Arabia.
Maybe.
Gunther should have kept winning to really make Gunther, because you're really going to kill the credibility of Gunther. He lost to Sami Zayn last year. Now you're going to make him lose again to Jay, both the titles. You need freaking Gunther to be.
But you don't want to risk the face of your company by him losing to Gunther. Like Cody should have won that match, I think.
Yeah,
and I'm glad. But
it's so does Gunther fight him again?
that's my fear, is that if Jay wins, then we're gonna get Gunther versus Jay 5 at WrestleMania Backlash or whatever the next pay-per-view is.
Yeah, Backlash. No, yeah, I don't want that.
You know that Jimmy's going to come out in WrestleMania and try to help his brother. But you see, I would like to see Roman Reigns. I want to see Roman Reigns fight freaking Gunther. I want to see the CM Punk fight Gunther. I want to see. We still really haven't had we saw Seth Rollins fight Gunther, right?
A while back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because
yeah, you're right. Yeah, we did. I want to see something like really like a match. Like, oh shit, this is going to be a good match. You know, I don't know.
The one thing I might hold out for is if Gunther wins again, is to get to a point where Gunther wants to go against Cody and get the bigger belt.
Well,
or unify him again.
The bigger belt, they figured you're the pinnacle of your show. You know, it's like you could either have.
But Cody's the pinnacle of the whole brand.
Yeah, I know, the whole brand. So you want to have like a Roman Reigns type of situation, have both belts. But then is he gonna freaking not fight every freaking night, every week? You have him freaking goddamn. Oh well, Gunther can't be here because Gunther's is doing this. He won't be back until next one. He'll be fit, like Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, he had a different situation than
I know, but the situation
and I think Gunther. I think they would push Gunther more than that with both belts. I think they would have him run with both belts.
Well, I don't think they wanted to have both belts because look what they did to Stephanie on NXT.
Yep, they're taking it away,
forcing her to relinquish the North American title.
I have a theory on that, but
well, we can get on that one.
We get in a minute.
Yeah, I got a theory on that.
But we had Finn Balor claiming him and Dominic Mysterio have made up and they're just fighting like brothers. But he couldn't help but toss out a dig at Raquel Rodriguez for failing to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship last week. At the same time, the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor defeated Braun Breaker and Penta by pinfall. Breaker accidentally spears Penta in miscommunication, and Balor pins Penta for the win, with Penta taking his first pinfall loss and although it isn't a tag team match, it's his first pinfall loss in WWE.
Yep.
Chad Gable touts that he'd love to get in the ring with El Grande Americano at some point. He'll be good for next week in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in his hometown, but he is still sick this week. Adam Pearce wants El Grande Americano to compete next week, though which upset Gable, who runs right into Alpha Academy and calls them clowns. Maxine Dupree wants to talk to Pierce. I can't think right now about some opportunities in the tag team division, not just for Otis and Akira Tozawa, but herself and Natalia. That's an interesting tag team combo. Seeing as Natalia isn't doing anything.
Right.
She isn't doing anything. Then we get an in-ring promo. Logan Paul and AJ Styles trade some verbal shots before getting into a physical fight, with Paul ending up winning. Though they allude to a match at WrestleMania, it wasn't made official, and that
Is it the
pulverizer.
The polarizer.
It's such a beautiful finisher.
Yo, actually, it's really cool. It's really cool. I like that. I like that finisher. It reminds me of Alexa Bliss's new Sister Abigail mixed with the. I like
The
that.
Abigail DDT she does.
Yeah, I like that. But Logan Paul definitely. I know he's a regular now. He's gonna be like I said. He's a regular now that he signed a contract. But still, he is part time, and a lot of wrestlers should be upset because he's in there and he's getting these opportunities and this and that. And other wrestlers are in the back not doing anything. Which you can have a lot of heat and make things happen with that. But I don't know. Should be a good fight. I think AJ Styles loses. I think
so?
Logan Paul, because they want to build Logan Paul's credibility, have him beat a legend in AJ Styles, and you're really freaking having a big head on his shoulders type of scenario.
I hope he doesn't beat AJ yet, but I think that'll be a good match regardless.
Yeah.
Doesn't Logan Paul say something to him about getting his? Doesn't he bring up that soccer mom haircut?
Yeah.
In that promo.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Who doesn't against AJ though?
That was the best with Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Stop your hair, mom.
Yeah.
Backstage, Lyra Valkyria tells Jackie Redmond that she wants to face Bayley next week to prove that she can successfully defend the Women's Intercontinental Championship against her, as Bayley had beaten her since she was won the title. Finn Balor is excited to talk to Adam Pearce about getting himself an Intercontinental title match. When he leaves, Liv Morgan tells Dom that he should be getting a match, as he worked just as hard to get the tag team match win, and Balor already lost to Breaker. So she's going to talk to Pearce after Balor's done. A little foreshadowing to that four-way that they're setting up.
Mm-hmm.
Women's World Championship match with special guest referee Bianca Belair, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley, was ruled a double disqualification due to both Ripley and Sky hitting Belair at different points. After the match, all three of them went to blows, and Ripley stood tall with the title despite not winning it that night. I thought for sure Rhea was winning the title. I thought for sure Rhea was going to beat Io Sky.
That riptide that she did on freaking Bianca Belair for the top rope. Yo, Bianca Belair, that booty was up in the air. And that booty was up in the air, man. When she landed, she sold that thing. She was all discovered, but that ass was. And I was like, me personally, I think Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley should fight. I don't think they should be for the championship. I think that should be a regular match. I think Io Sky should be fighting somebody else. I think the Rhea Ripley Bianca Belair match is a much better match than having it without a championship. I think that is a better match than having a championship. Dominant females in both the this and that. You could have threw in Jay Cargill in that and had a freaking goddamn the battle of the freaking that would have been. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I think Io Sky's going to keep it. I don't think she's going to lose the belt. She's not going to lose. They're not going to take her off that like 1, 2, 3. She's going to hold the belt for a minute. I think she gets backstabbed by Dakota. Yeah, and I think Asuka and this girl's coming back too. So the damage control chicks are going to come back, and I think you need Io to have some people fighting like they break her away. She's no longer part of the freaking damage control.
Right.
So,
Thoughts, opinions, complaints on and ratings on Raw from Monday.
I liked Raw. Raw was good. I give it a solid A.
Dom?
Nothing wrong with it.
yeah, I actually give it a B plus.
Ooh, B plus. I give it a solid A too. It was a solid show all the way through.
Mhm.
With that fire promo to start, and so yeah, I'll give it a solid A. Why B plus, Dom?
Why B plus? Because with the little, even though he had the solid segment in the front in the beginning with Cena and Cody, I know you have to build up New Day to get him start winning this and that.
It's your
You
boys, the New Day.
The New Day, I don't know, man. I just think that there could have been more. There could have been something more that was put in that. Something more in that whole thing. You got 2 weeks left to WrestleMania. You got 2 Raws and 2 SmackDowns. You got to speed it up, man. They should have had more upfront of what the next match is going to be at WrestleMania. But I know it's building up the freaking Judgment Day. That's going to happen. But I don't know. I just felt that it needed a little bit more, just a little bit more to give it an A. The B plus is for the segment in the beginning, because if it wasn't for that segment, I would have gave it a C.
Oof.
Yeah.
Dom was not a fan of Raw this week, huh?
No, the only good thing was I'll be honest with you. The only good thing was Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Just the butt shots that kind of gave me.
Not even the ring work, just the camera shots.
Butt
It's like this butt shots.
Camera shots. Okay.
That takes us on to NXT. To start the show, Ava and Stephanie Vakira announced that Vakira is going to vacate the Women's North American Championship. A new champion will be crowned in multiple women's ladder matches at Stand and Deliver. The qualifying matches happen to be determined who competes in the match. Vakira says she'll relinquish the title under one condition, that she gets to handpick her challenger for the event, which prompts Jordynne Grace to come out, followed by Jada Parker. Both plead their case and end up fighting each other, as Vakira says they should figure that out between them. I know Dom loves Jada Parker, but we watched Jada Parker lose. I understand that Jordynne Grace was the cause for that, but I don't want to see another triple threat match. I don't want to see Jordynne Grace versus Stephanie versus Jada Parker. I just don't want to see it. It feels like that's WrestleMania is, just being nothing but multi-man matches. I don't want. I want to see Stephanie versus Jordynne for that.
Did you see Jordynne Grace do that dude out of the ring?
Yeah.
Yo, that was launched that bastard. Yo, dude, I've never.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Even when it came to Rhea Ripley and those fights with the security, I have never seen a woman take a dude and either he's a great seller on his ring work and what he's doing. Never saw that freaking taking that dude and throwing him and launching him out of the damn.
He almost didn't get caught.
I know. I'm just saying, but that was funny. That was funny. I was like, holy shit, Jordynne Grace is strong.
Mm-hmm.
You still need some strength to pick up the dude and just. But I know work. The work can make it happen, and the way you sell it too. Right. But that was crazy, man. I was like, damn. Okay. She's a strong bitch, man. It really is. Strong female.
Then we got a NXT Women's North American Championship ladder match qualifier. Zarya defeated Lash Legend by pinfall. We had a no quarter catch crew, Miles Bourne and Tavon Heights defeating Hank Walker and Tank Ledger by pinfall. Hank and Tank, of course. How fitting for two wrestlers to be called Hank and Tank.
Yeah.
Trick Williams called out Obafemi, but Javon Evans came out instead to say, among other things, that Trick turned into Carmelo Hayes. I love
was
that
crazy.
line, by the way.
Hey, damn.
Evans says he's dropped Obafemi, which Williams hasn't done. Femi comes out to congratulate him on his lucky shot. Evans mentioned deadline, and now he only needed one more second to become the number one contender instead of Femi. Femi said Evans may be the future, but the now belongs to him. Williams tells Evans to excuse himself, but Femi says they both want a shot at the title, and Ava comes out to announce the triple threat. God damn it. Williams decks Evans and starts to fight with Femi. The lights go out and the dark state attacks Femi and Evans. With Williams comes into the ring, they stop for a moment, but after he throws the first punch, they take him out with a powerbomb. I think this is leading to Dom's theory from last week that Trick Williams is the leader of that group.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. So when they hesitated there for a second, and then the Trick Williams, but you have to throw face. You have to throw some shade on things before you actually, if you are the leader of something, you take the bumps and bruises and you come out that you're on top. But wasn't it kind of funny that Ava was standing there smiling? Like Ava kind of might be involved with that. She actually made an announcement that she's retiring from wrestling. She's not wrestling. She's just going to be, because she can't, apparently she can't wrestle. So she's going to be more a match. But
the more I see Ava, though, the sexier and sexier she's getting.
Yeah. I don't know.
She's growing on me.
But, but I think to really make her, I actually think she's going to be the SmackDown general manager down the road. I think one of the other big things, because, they always have to have a male and a female type of, you have two males now as the general managers, but I think eventually one will step down, and I think she'll come in doing it. She's doing a great job on NXT, the way she's doing things. But it was kind of weird to see her just standing there when freaking they came out, and just like, oh my God. So there's some kind of shenanigans that are happening with that. Hey, we could be wrong. Trick Williams is not the leader of them. It still could be Ricky Saints. That Ricky Saints is playing that side, but I do like the fact that freaking Ethan Page, came out. But like I said, I think we're going to talk about that in a minute. But I think that there's still a chance that Trick could be the leader of that group.
Yeah.
Because he did turn to Kamala, because a lot of things he did say Kamala Hayes did. Kamala Hayes was good. All of a sudden started talking about himself, started being trying to be like the man, do his thing. And Trick Williams has really fallen into that. Looks freaking a Carmelo Hayes type of thing. So we'll see. Maybe I don't want this to go on too long. Maybe Stand and Deliver. We'll find out who they're working for. That'd be the best bet to really put that out there. Find out who they so we'll see.
Backstage, we found out that Andre Chase has some cracked ribs and is told by the medical staff that there's no timetable for a return. He's asked if he has a ride home, and Chase laments that he's all alone, only for Uriah Connors and Cale Dixon to have his back. They roll him out the room and right into a scene where Jordan Grace and Jada Parker are fighting.
Turn around.
Yeah, I love Jada.
Turn around.
Dom's like, yo, let me get a butt shot. Let me get a backdoor shot.
They always get that. They always get a great butt shot of her. Always. I love it.
Also backstage elsewhere, Axiom tells Nathan Fraser that not to be so rude when he's making fun of Hank and Tank. Axiom says despite how they have the titles, he sometimes wishes that they had a friendship like Hank and Tank. Swipe right from Evolve interrupted after Hank and Tank leave to say that they look at Fraxium as their Hardy Boys and they want to see how they can measure up. So a challenge is on. Roxanne Perez walks by and they talk about how she's a smoke show and there's a lot of talent in NXT. I don't necessarily think Roxanne Perez is a smoke show.
I
But-
think she has a little sexy appeal.
She does, but I wouldn't say smoke
You
show.
know,
Stephanie Vakir,
Yes.
Julia,
I know. Yes, I know.
those
Yes.
are smoke shows.
Jada Parker.
I don't.
I love Jada Parker. I don't give a shit.
Some- What annoys me about Jenny Parker is the
What annoys you?
baby girl, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl, baby
You
girl,
know,
baby girl, baby girl.
she has. Look. That's a certain, certain aspect of I've talked. Baby, that's the way she is. My niece always says "baby girl" when it comes to things, and it's like, I don't look at that. She's being polite, but at the same time, she's trying to get right to the point. Baby girl, nah, it's not gonna work out. No, it ain't gonna go this way. It's gonna go that way. But listen, I don't care, man. I
Baby
put her
girl,
on top of the platter.
baby girl.
I'm sorry.
NXT Women's North American Championship ladder match qualifier. Kalani Jordan defeated Roxanne Perez by pinfall. We saw Ricky Saints was interviewed about how he plans to win the NXT North American Championship tonight. Kalani Jordan talks to Zaraya and Sol Ruka backstage about how she plans to win the title. Ruka says she has a qualifier next week and dubs her tag team Zaruka, and Zaraya likes. Then we got our NXT North American Championship match. Ricky Saints defeating Shawn Spears by pinfall to win the title. God damn, they took that title off Shawn Spears real quick.
Exactly. I was like saying to myself, damn, they couldn't even wait to like stand and deliver.
This is Stark's third match or fourth match?
Like his third match.
Third match, and he's North American champion.
Mm-hmm.
And they had Shawn Spears had the belt for what, a week?
About a week or two.
Yeah, he got it last week.
They were saying something about AEW, about a couple of AEW talents that are win the belt now that they're here in the WWE and stuff like that. And like I said, I was very surprised to see him win that belt. Like, but I can tell you this: I like that. I like that to win championships quick. I'm tired of the 3-year fucking
A
reign.
week, Dom?
I know, but the 3-year reign.
Spears.
Yeah. Like
Spears.
Ricky
Spears
Saints.
is, go ahead.
Ricky Saints should hold the belt for a minute, for a couple of weeks, and then he should lose. I don't want to see him be champion for a long time. I'm tired of seeing champions for a long time.
At least till the next pay-per-view. A week,
He could stand and deliver. He could have held it until at least the pay-per-view, or the main event thing.
I mean, Spears is just, he's a developmental guy. He's not your talent that's going to run with the belt.
I
But-
don't know about that, man.
No, I think he runs his
He was
own.
the perfect 10. He was over.
Yeah.
Now he's Shawn
Hey.
Spears.
But I do like the ending.
Yeah,
You like
sure.
my boy Ethan Page took out Ricky Saints. I like that. Then you're gonna see Ricky Saints fight Ethan Page. At Stand and Deliver. That's gonna be. It could be a triple threat match.
All ego, baby.
All ego. I like it. Still think that he's part of the Rock's faction. We'll see what happens.
All right. Your guys' thoughts, ratings, and reviews for NXT from this week.
I gave it an A. A plus. I gave it
A
an A plus.
A plus from me as well, Sticks.
I give it an A, and I forgot to I was going to tell you my theory on
Oh
Victoria.
yeah, that's
there.
right. Yeah, what's your third?
Yeah,
your theory?
so with her dropping or relinquishing one of the belts, I kind of wonder whether or not they might be trying to gear her up for a push up into the main roster. Kind of early, but she's popular. She's she does good work in the ring. And they might think she's ready.
Yeah,
I mean, that might be a month down the road, but
I still think that she's gonna fight Julia again. When
Yeah.
Julia comes back.
I'm not saying next week that she's going to go.
I know.
up
I'm
in the
just
main-
saying, but she did have the choice. She had the interview that she had the choice between the main roster and NXT, and she chose
Yeah.
the main roster
I
first.
know.
And then back. I don't. So I think that
She might get pressure from up top to say, "Hey, listen, we really could use you in our main roster."
I think that Stephanie and Julio, before next year, they will be in the main roster. Both those girls.
I would say Stephanie for sure. Yeah,
because just that the
popular,
they're too popular for NXT. They're too popular for NXT, and that's the crazy thing. You know, and you still have Jordan Grace. Eventually, will come up. Eventually,
she'll come up eventually. Probably within the same.
But at the end of the day, the popularity, merchandise. They got top merchandise that is selling. They're in NXT. They're selling better than the main roster.
What's up?
You know. So I think that you might be right about that, Sticks. There might be something more. But then again, I think that maybe her fighting more than she should be because of both championships. It's a wear and tear.
Maybe, but
it's a wear and tear.
It's not like we haven't had people with 2 belts before. I mean,
I know, but it's a wear and tear.
So having her relinquish it within
it's a different time. It's a different
getting it or a week.
I think here's my thought on it. I think it keeps her strong. All right. You create a conundrum if, as the NXT Women's champion and the North American champion, if she loses to whoever wins the North American championship, theoretically that should automatically put that person in line for a shot at the NXT Women's championship.
Right.
So by having her relinquish, you protect her, and that way she doesn't have to lose to anybody.
Yep.
And then you can create a separate title picture and keep that division strong, if you will.
Well, look, I actually think that Jada Parker should be part of the thing, not fight Stephanie again. Try to win, her way up there. Jordan Grace gets the shot at Stand and Deliver. And then you have the 20 person, and then the person who wins that gets after Jordan Grace.
Terry says, I don't really catch much these days except for Stephanie Valkyrie and Tessa Blanchard. And of course, Harley.
Listen, dude, I'm all about the
booties.
You're all about that the back end. So,
did you see that picture of Stephanie Valkyrie? She's sitting on the chair with her shoes on, and she has the skirt on, and she's like holding the leg.
Where are we going with this?
I'm like, damn.
Sticks is like, where are we going with this?
Where are we going with that, Dan?
I'm just saying, damn, man. I'm just saying, listen.
Hey.
It is okay. It is okay to love thy wrestler because she's sexy as all hell. It's okay.
Thank you for your permission, Dan. I appreciate that.
When you have booty shorts on and you're doing that move she does, what else can you possibly freaking fan? Little kids think it's funny, but the father of the kids is saying, "My God, that could be your mother."
Terry says most of the men's wrestling is kind of tired. Maybe it's getting better though.
Yeah. Plus, you know what? The women's division, I'd say the women's division in NXT is I think it's the best in WWE. I think their women's division in NXT is better than SmackDown and Raw. Just the storylines and just the action. So
yeah. I mean, Raw and SmackDown both have certain ones that are good, but NXT as a total, I would agree. They have the better. At the total.
And did either one of you guys watch AEW this week?
No, I'm not.
This was I watched Strickland going up to Moxley, and Moxley freaking got Moxley this week with Moxley freaking he beat up the girls. What's the name?
He gave her
that's all I've seen going around is him taking out Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, that was it. I saw that Willow Nightingale. Yeah. I was like, all right, that's good. like, oh my God, you can't do that. I guess you can. AEW.
And I saw that Tony Storm wrestled and beat Penelope Ford. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I saw. Otherwise, I did not.
See, I watched the Moxley highlights. Moxley's in. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Apparently on NXT this week, Jon Moxley and Maria Shafir were facing Swerve Strickland and Willow Nightingale. That's where that Jon Moxley DDT happened. And like I said, Tony Storm beat Penelope Ford. You had Big Bill and Brian Keith versus two jobbers. Literally, that's their name, two jobbers. The Learning Tree won. Big Bill won. Will Ospreay and Kevin Knight versus Blake Christensen and Lee Johnson, with Ospreay and Knight picking up the win. Brody King versus Lance Archer. Brody King won. They had Adam Copeland, a.k.a. Cope, versus Claudio Castagnoli. And the winner was Cope.
Yeah.
That's AEW.
You should. I was just thinking.
Right in a nutshell, yeah.
You know what's to come back? I don't know if he's ready to come back anytime. I know he's not ready to come back anytime soon. But I'm thinking maybe Survivor Series in November. Big Bronson Reed. You know, when they have his,
He should be back by then, by November. It's a busted ankle.
he busted both
He
ankles.
busted
two
both
busted
ankles. I don't think he'll be back until
He shattered both.
Royal Rumble.
I don't know, but he's a big boy. He probably has to lose weight, you know. But
Oh, he's probably going to end up losing weight.
yeah, Terry,
He'll have to work out more just to get those ankles back in.
you know, we had inter-promotion, we had intergender matches in freaking the Attitude Era. In wrestling. We've seen it before. They put Stacy Keibler through freaking tables, Dudley Boys, 9,000 times. You know, yeah. So freaking Stone Cold stunned Stephanie. Freaking goddamn Stacy Keibler. He stoned freaking. We've seen it.
Bubba Ray put Mae Young through a table.
Exactly. Freaking goddamn TikTok. Freaking TikTok. What was it? With these are the big dudes that went on top of the ring and they fucking jumped on freaking Mae Young. Prime was not prime time. Freaking when freaking Eric Bischoff had that group. Time. So we had that, and we just recently had maybe a few years ago. You had freaking Randy Orton RKO Nia Jax. So,
Yeah. I mean, they'll do mixed tag matches and that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
All right. We have no spotlight this week because Dom, he was doming around. He was digging into all the Star Wars rumors that were going around. And he's like, I don't have time to watch to make a spotlight. So that's all right. Terry says no matches though, just spots. Most of the places actually have matches.
Yeah.
So we have no spotlight for you this week. So then I guess we will hand it over to Styx to take you through a trip back in wrestling time in the time tunnel.
Step into the time tunnel, let's rewind. Everything but honest is left behind. Lights are flashing, reality's just a blur. Everybody's ready, let's take this on.
All right, Styx, educate us, my friend.
All right, so I'm going to continue with the WrestleMania sales that we've been going on through with eBay. We'll go to the first slide here. WrestleMania. Let's see if I can. Okay, it's too small. Tops Chrome Cody Rhodes Mania case hit sold for $749.99, so $750 with a $5 delivery. Authenticated through the new eBay authentication system. I'm not sure how that works or what the entail of that is, but
That's a sweet looking card. It almost looks like he's popping off the card.
It is. I like it.
yeah,
It's
like a
like
3D.
it's like the 3D. It's like a 3D type of like it pops out. Like it's like
Yeah.
You put the 3D glasses on, it comes out to you.
That's great. I don't know if it's $750 worth of card, but
Dude, I'm telling you,
I mean,
cards are ridiculous, man. Cards are ridiculous.
so I don't know how many. I mean, I guess one per case. So whatever the case sales are. So up next is the WrestleMania 40 ring chair. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. Night 2 exclusive, $500 sale. I like the chairs. I do like. I wouldn't mind getting one. Yeah.
I have one. They're nice. I have one from
That
Royal
chair-
Rumble a couple of years ago.
Get that chair autographed by Cody, Rock, Seth, Roman, friggin' Rhea, and friggin' Becky. You get that chair. You know how much that'll be worth?
Yeah.
Almost as much to be able to buy you a Stone Cold Steve Austin autograph.
Exactly. Gracias.
There you go. All right. Up next is the 2024 Panini Flawless WWE Stone Cold Steve Austin. Speaking of Stone Cold,
There's an autograph right there.
25 WrestleMania auto, $424.99. So for another $125, you can just buy a card. With
Well,
his
basically,
autograph on it.
if you pay the $100 to get in, and the $300, you're still paying the same price. Get the card.
Paying the same price. Yeah, why not?
Get the card. Might as well.
And you don't have to stand in line. You don't have to be around sweaty wrestling fans.
True.
So, up next, I think we had this. I think I showed this one before, but it was. I thought I showed it again. The AJ Lee WrestleMania Shop exclusive, sold for $399.99.
Yeah, Funko Pops, man.
Yep. Up next, the 2024 Panini Prism WWE number 132 Cody Rhodes WrestleMania PSA 9. I like this card. I like that Cody shot with him coming out with the skull mask on. $250. $250 I think is a good when you're talking about these PSAs and the graded. I think that's good. I think that's a pretty good deal. It's numbered to 40, so there's only 40 of them.
What were we gonna say, Dom?
I'm saying they come out with a Funko Pop about Cody Rhodes with the skull mask.
That's awesome.
All right, so
That'd be awesome. That'd be good. Jack Pacific WrestleMania Heart Foundation Hitman Hart, Jim Anvil Neidhart 2-pack, $250.
Terry says, "Can you imagine having to lug that chair around for those autos? At least you could have a place to sit."
definitely gotta make sure you don't sit in the rows.
Yeah, well, there you go. All right, up next. What? We only got a couple more. The Cody Rhodes green Philadelphia WrestleMania 40 exclusive jacket size double XL, sold for $225. So I guess this was something you could have bought at the shop at WrestleMania 40 last year.
Yeah, but he wore this, so you get to have all his sweaty body in that damn sweat.
I don't think he wore this one. I think this was a shop one because Cody Rhodes is not a 2XL.
He had a 2X, yeah. He had a 2X. He's definitely not a 2X, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2012 Kmart exclusive WrestleMania 28. John Cena versus The Rock, sold for $172.49 with a
It's low.
with a
Lifetime, which became twice in a lifetime.
with a $62.22 shipping fee.
Well, yeah. Could you imagine the shipping costs on a chair? Like, where are you gonna find a box good big enough to ship a chair?
Exactly.
I don't know, but 2025 Topps Chrome WrestleMania 6 Ultimate Warrior case hit, $225.
It's a special SP, so it's a special card. It's
Yeah.
SP,
a super special.
SSP, yeah, super special.
Super special.
It's a super special.
Yeah. You were talking about belts earlier. Here's a good belt for you to get. It's the WrestleMania 40 Stone Cold Steve Austin Legacy Mini Belt exclusive to the shop. It comes in a skull. It comes in a skull case. It's probably like the size of a watch, I guess. $195 for the mini belt. Mini belt's probably the good way to go. I mean, the big belts, unless you got a lot of room, take up a lot of space. Sold on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Cody Rhodes 2022 signed.
Yep.
Pin. 100 of 100.
That's pretty
WrestleMania 40 world exclusive. $199.
cool. I like pins. I collect pins. I collect the Boba Fett pins and stuff like that.
It's an interesting pin. The pin isn't signed. It's like there's like there's like an index card signature, but still, it's cool.
That's pretty cool. It's
there was another sale for that Heart Foundation set at $199.99. And then we got two more. Yeah, two more there. All right. WrestleMania 40. The side plates. There was 2 sales of these.
Terry said some guy bought that belt for his girlfriend knowing he would get it back.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So 2 sales of these. These are like they're like, I guess they're like just like medallions.
Yeah, they're the side plates that go on the championship.
They're medallions. So 142 sale and $148 sale. So they're right around about the same price. I think these are kind of cool. I like these medallions. That's something I would get. I don't think I need 2 of them. I know 2 come on the belt. I know 2 come on the belt, but to have 1 would be pretty cool.
Box looks nice.
The box is pretty cool. Yeah, that snap kind of a cigar case. I like it. So, and that's it this week for the Time Tunnel. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Sticks.
Yes, thanks for educating us, Sticks. Go back to Terry's comment here real quick. He said Tessa Blanchard match with the Ricochet a few years ago was amazing, and Lucha Underground always had good matches. We talked a lot about Chelsea Green versus Penta and Lucha Underground. Io Sky versus Penta and Lucha Underground. So, yes, Lucha Underground had a lot of mixed gender matches.
Well, Chelsea Green, they asked Chelsea Green if we ever see anything. She goes, I don't know. You can never say never, but who knows? Maybe we'll get something down the road. I don't know. I doubt that the WWE would do that because they work so hard with the women's abusive freaking foundation and stuff like that for and to have that I don't know. You know what? I know it's making money. It's money. Look, if they didn't change the way, they're gonna curse here and there. But remember we were saying, we're gonna get a rated R freaking Raw. It's on Netflix, all these things, and they kept it PG.
Mm-hmm.
So if we would have went above that, beyond with the a much more raunchier and violent Raw, we would have got that. We definitely would have got it, but we're not. The PG era is here to stay. It's the corporation wants to make money. You got the kids going there, even though Cody Rhodes says "fuck you" in the thing, go fuck yourself, Rock, go fuck yourself, and kids are there, and they blacked out the thing with the freaking with Seth Rollins doing this. Come on, man, it's like really, it's dumb. It's dumb, but you will get those matches in AEW. AEW will give you those matches where they'll throw a girl through a table, chairs, and off the top of a freaking goddamn steel cage.
What were they blacking out, Dom? What was Seth Rollins did? They blacked it out?
Oh, when he flipped.
Oh, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for Dom's inappropriate actions.
How dare you?
Nobody
Dom?
wants to see that despicable, disgusting display from Dom. He's been removed. I apologize. No, we'll bring him back in.
But it's true. You see, that's what we get. But hey, listen, because of the fact, at least they have a couple of choice words there. They're saying things, the second time around, they don't black anything out. They don't freaking censor anything. So,
right.
But that's it. That's our show for this week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching. Thank you for all your lovely comments. If you want more pro wrestling goodness, make sure to check out one of our other videos, probably highlighting one of our heads here or at the end of the show. Make sure to check out more from Dom and Sticks if you can't get enough from over on our friends at Renovision on Friday nights on The Qualified. You can catch me and Sticks Saturday nights on Renovision and right here on Absolute Geek channel and on Sticks' channel, of course, on Saturday Night Special. And then that brings us right back here to next Thursday for more pro wrestling goodness. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think we're going to get more developments for WrestleMania? Do you think we're going to get an addition to the Cody Rhodes, John Cena feud on Monday Night Raw with no John Cena in attendance? Who knows? Terry Floyd says AEW doesn't really do intergender, but they do pairs, or they used to do a lot of them when Omega was wrestling.
Mixed
tag, yeah. But that's it for this week. Again, thank you all so much. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Make sure to hit that bell and turn on notifications so you know whenever we go live with all of our beautiful wrestling content. And until next time, Dom, take us out with a word of wisdom.
Listen, you can't say that wrestling's not real, that you call it fake. How do you explain some of the twists and turns that some of those beautiful females and NXT happen to show us when they land certain ways? I'm just saying. Till next time.
He's an ass man.
In the ring, the lights go down. Roaring crowd, they scream and shout. Chants echo, shaking the ground. Warriors clash, the game is found.